UTK.
Yes, sir.
Universal King, how you doing, brother?
Man, blessed, man.
Come on,
blessed.
Man. What's up, man? Appreciate
Come
you
on,
being
man.
here,
You already know. It's
yes,
a pleasure,
yes,
man. It's
sir.
an honor.
Absolutely,
you know what I
bro.
mean?
Appreciate that, bro.
And
Likewise,
I'm
bro.
here for the where the blessings at.
Come on.
That's where I'm going.
Respect,
you feel
bro.
me?
That's real.
They
Absolutely.
right here.
Come on,
real.
man. Respect.
Yes,
Respect.
sir. Yes, sir.
UTK. Are you living or you surviving?
Living.
Come on, bro. I love it. I love
Living.
it. Explain.
Living, because you see when you live, you know what I'm saying? Life go one way, and that's forward. You know what I'm saying? When you surviving, you're trying to figure it out, and you're not all the way there. You know what I'm saying? When you surviving, you almost dead.
Go ahead.
You almost gone. So I'm not gonna say I'm almost gone. I'm glass half full, not half empty. You know what I'm saying? Living.
I love it. I love
That's
it.
the easy one.
That's real. Welcome to the Integrity Response with your brother CEO Khacki. Every individual sitting across from me doesn't believe in being typical, ordinary, or familiar. They're elite, meaning society's norms don't sit well with them. They believe in raising the bar for themselves, family, and for those they may never meet. From those in humble beginnings to those in the midst of greatness and legends who've paved the way. With a comedic edge, I will ask the questions that hold value, and I believe we'll gain insight to the real them. It's the Integrity Response.
I watched the pod a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Respect.
I think you said it was about 3 people or something like that chose surviving.
Absolutely.
You feel me? And I can't relate to that because survival is a mentality.
That's a fact.
And life is about choice.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
choice and perspective. Like honestly, I got a philosophy. I don't believe in right and wrong. There is no right or if you really think about that, there's no right and wrong, there's only choice and perspective.
Wow.
Because you could say, no, well, the wrong thing was to kill that man, you know, but what if you're like protecting your family?
Go
What
ahead.
if it was self-defense?
Absolutely.
What if the situation was whatever, like, you know, doggy dog world, whatever the situation is, like you gotta do what you gotta do and you make the right choice. Now watch this. Even if the right choice was, man, you kill somebody in cold blood, you gotta go to jail,
Right.
you gotta do life in prison,
Right,
whatever, right? That's your journey.
Wow.
That's still your journey.
That's still your choice.
So
That's
you
what
technically did not make the wrong choice. You made the choice that God wanted you to make. So you could have your lesson and then you come back. I see you next lifetime.
Wow.
You a butterfly now.
Wow.
Now you got, oh, you did that? Okay, you got to come back as a butterfly.
Wow.
That's how you got to think about it. So it's about perspective and choice of that perspective.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you thinking on a whole different level,
It's-
bro.
it's-
Respect, bro. Respect.
I want to make, this is how I feel. I'm really spiritually connected with God. And so I'm not going to sit here and say, man, them thoughts that I just have, they came from the devil. Them thoughts came straight from the, like, no, like who's really going to think like that? Every thought that I think is a great thought. Every thought that I think is straight from God. You got to really think about it. When you listen to your inner voice, do you hear your voice? What voice do you hear? And then where does it come from? Really, really take 2 seconds and think about that. Where does it come from? Beyond us. It comes from beyond this body, because when you're listening to your thoughts, do you hear them? Do you see them? Or so if you do see the thoughts, do you see them with your eyes? Because we talking about the physical
Absolutely.
eyes, you know, you got to be hearing in this physical
Absolutely.
dimension to hear something. You see what I'm saying? But a thought, that's from God, bro.
Wow.
That every single thought is from God. And once you accept it like that, now we get into another piece, the belief aspect. Once you accept, that's the thought from God. I believe in that thought, so I'm gonna act on that thought. And then you made a choice.
And then free will.
You made the choice.
choice.
You made the choice that you're supposed to make.
Wow. So you don't believe in accident. You don't believe in
No coincidence.
everything is supposed to be. It was already written.
Already
It was
written. You got all right. So spiritually, you believe in God,
Absolutely.
right? Is God right here? Is he in this table? Is he God? You can say he's everything, right?
Omnipresent.
He's
Absolutely.
everything, right? So he's not this because he's not just this, right? He's beyond all of this, right? He's beyond the world. He's beyond the universe. Right? He's not even a he. You see what I'm saying? Beyond time. Time only exists here on Earth.
That's a fact.
It only exists here
That's a
on
fact.
Earth. So if God is outside of that, right? Time is our beginning and our end.
It's just like
not,
the
it's
blip.
not even.
Not even
It's
a blip.
not even a blip. You see what I'm saying? It's not even a blip. So it's already decided. So everything that the greatest version of you already happened.
Wow.
do you believe in higher level self?
Absolutely.
So think about what your higher level self is. All right. So your higher level self is basically the best. You came to Earth in some iteration and you had the best experience as you that you possibly could. You had the most successes,
Right.
and you went to heaven and you made God proud from doing whatever you were supposed to do, right?
Right.
That's your higher level self up there with God right now, sitting there next to God, ready to channel in with you and give you all of the abundant blessings, right?
Right.
So a lot of people think when they pray, they're praying to God. Blasphemy.
Why do you say that?
Blasphemy. Why do you think that God can understand you? You and your little English. You and your little language. Do you think that God can understand you?
I do.
You do.
Yes.
God can only converse with the highest version of you. So you here right now, you're not talking to God. You're talking to your higher level self.
Gotcha. Okay.
Whom is a part of God.
Absolutely.
Whom is sitting right next to God, and it's beyond me and you talking. Because when we on that higher level plane next to God, it ain't no talk. We don't need to talk. We don't need to do anything because everything has already been done.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? It's
Absolutely.
like when you finish a video game and then it's nothing else to do. And then you kind of walk around for a little bit, but then eventually you kind of just like, damn, like I need to play another game. I need to start the game over.
Right.
And I kind of like, maybe that's what reincarnation is. Like,
You don't believe that's what you're saying. You believe, once this physical body is done, it moves on.
it moves on for sure.
Absolutely. Do you ever get that thought of like why did God create a butterfly, an alligator? Do you ever?
It's a
do you
video
ever-
game. It's a video
bro,
game.
like, do you ever think like in a sense of, what about the ecosystem where there's, I think I saw a stat, and don't get me right, but it's like 250 million ants for every human on, like something ridiculous. Like, what about their ecosystem? They're living in a whole different.
They are, but you got to think about it like this. And I'm not gonna break it down because when you break down like the layers of like 1D, 2D, 3D, 5D, 10, like I think it's like 13 dimensions, something like that. I don't know. Don't quote me on none of that.
Gotcha.
All right? But somewhere on the YouTubes, somebody done broke this down. Okay. You got to think about the different species like different dimensions. Okay. And they say like interdimensional beings, we can't see them because they're on a different dimension. So like, oh, we can't talk to dogs. We can't talk to animals. We can't talk to bugs because they on a different frequency than us. We could talk because we on the same frequency.
Absolutely.
Even with a dog.
We can get there.
We can understand,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But we might can't talk. And we be like, man, they be in the dolphins be in the water, man, making sounds. You know what I'm saying? How they communicate? The schools of fish. How do they
Birds, how
the bird? How do they do that?
Absolutely.
They speaking on a frequency that we can't understand, just like a dog whistle. A dog.
Absolutely.
The average ear can't hear
Can't
that
hear it.
because it's on a different frequency that we don't understand. You see what I'm saying? So think of the frequencies like dimensions because it's the same thing.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? And so are those species important? Because the different dimensions are building blocks on top of each other. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta be an ant first before you could be a fly. And before you gotta go through
these
all of
channels. Go ahead.
the different ones to prove your worthiness to be with God.
Wow.
Do you think you just die and just get to be with God? Do you really think what you doing in your little bitty life? Not you. I ain't saying you, bro.
Integrity.
You say it so.
Do you think what we are doing in our little bitty lives?
No, you say
Is it really worthy? Are you really worthy? Are you really, really, really worthy?
Wow.
You feel me? You can do your greatest and then still think back, dang, them times. I know them times, and then you could be like, well, nobody's perfect. Nothing is perfect right now. Here go the thing. No one thing is perfect. But when you bring two great things together, the unity of two great things, that's perfection.
Real.
You see what I'm saying? And then that's the union of man and wife.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Like you will never be, they say you complete me.
Right.
You feel me?
McGuire.
Come on, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Absolutely.
When somebody really completes you, that's when you achieve your true divinity right there. You really tap in. You really tap in. Like,
we're gonna get into that.
Nah, we will.
We're gonna get into that. Let's take a back to who you are, your level of thinking. Who were you as a kid? You know,
Honestly,
like who did this man transpire to be? This well thought provoking man. You know,
So-
where does this come from?
I've been doing a lot of self discovery.
Go ahead.
Literally since I was in my mid 20s.
Gotcha.
All right, in my mid 20s, and I had to really find out like who I am. I had to find out who I am. I've just as of recent times, like the past like recent years,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
been expressing to my wife just my true like childhood, like for real. In school, I was a straight A student.
Go ahead.
I was a straight A student, but you'll be like, how did I get there? How did I really get there? I went to all the inner city schools, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
From Lamert Park,
on,
you know
Lamert
what I'm
Park,
saying?
man, come on.
Crenshaw District,
Go
you know,
ahead, come
I
on,
went to
man.
Audubon, you know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? I went to Crenshaw
And
High
Crenshaw
School,
High,
you know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? I went to Crenshaw High School, shout out everybody went to Crenshaw, you know what I mean? But everybody know me, straight A's. I'm to all the honors classes, I graduated 4.6 GPA. Like,
Come on, bro. Coming. Okay, coming where you come from. You know, to be that locked in, to be that motivated, that determined. Who do you stem that from? Where do you get that from? Was it mom, dad,
honestly,
grandparents?
So I was raised by my mom. Love my dad. Great
For sure,
relationship with my
for sure.
dad.
Respect.
Now, you know,
As
and
a man,
as a man. We can get into
Respect.
that too.
We are absolutely.
As
Respect,
a man,
bro.
I have a great relationship with my dad. You know what I'm saying? But my mom raised me. You know what I'm saying? And
was he in California as well?
He was in California.
Okay, for sure.
He was
for
definitely
sure.
in California,
That's
but
what's
he had his own struggles. You know what I'm
Understand.
saying? He had his own
Understand.
struggles. So, you know what I'm saying? My mom was doing her thing. You know what I mean? But my mom, she was working. It was two of us, me and my sister.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Older
sister.
Older sister. By how many years?
3 years.
Okay, so you 9th grade, she 12th grade. You coming in, she leaving up out of
Yeah,
there.
so
for sure.
we was hungry too. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying?
Come
You
on,
see,
man.
I'm pretty
Come on
big,
now,
you know what I'm
come on
saying?
now.
We was hungry.
Real.
Take a bite out of
Right,
time, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
And
For
she did her best, but she was working a lot.
Gotcha.
She was working a lot. Real talk, my mom used to take us to the library.
Okay.
She would drop us off at the library.
Wow. Instead of the basketball court, instead
of the basketball court. This is early. I'm talking about this elementary.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk, I had trouble reading and doing math. I literally had trouble reading and doing math.
what's your favorite subject to this day?
Philosophy.
Go ahead. So was it more so the history or the science aspect of it?
The science.
Gotcha.
I'm not great with history.
Gotcha.
I have a photographic memory, so I don't remember things like specific. I remember things that I connect with.
I definitely
You see what I'm
believe
saying?
that, for
And
sure.
so coming up with my photographic memory, I couldn't read the words, so I would just look at the pictures.
Wow.
I promise you, I used to go to the library every single day, and I would get all the picture books. When I'm in elementary, all the picture books. I remember the day. I just told my wife this. I remember the day I went to the library, and the librarian was like, "I'm sorry, you read all the picture books." She was like, "I think it's time to."
Gotta take you to the next county.
I figured out how to read.
Bro.
Like I really figured out how to read. It
Wow.
wasn't because I went to school. Like I remember. Look, I'll never forget this. I went to Baldwin Hills Elementary. Right?
Gotcha.
I went to Baldwin Hills. I'll never forget this. I was afraid to read. I used to be nervous, shy, like all type of things growing up. You know
To
what
read
I'm
out
saying?
loud or
To read out loud.
Gotcha.
This one time.
public speaking.
This one time. I never forget this. And it wasn't even me. It was a guy I knew in class, right? And it was like popcorn. They call it popcorn reading, right? Whoever they choose got to read the
Gotcha.
next paragraph.
Right.
And the kid was reading, and then the word was hours.
Go ahead.
Like HOURS.
Oh, hours. Okay,
Hours.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, right. So he was like stumbling as he's reading, and he was like, "Yes," and I look at the clock, and I saw that 3 whores had passed.
Right.
I promise that's what he
Gotcha.
said, and the class died laughing.
Wow.
And when I saw that, I never wanted to read.
Read out loud.
I never wanted to read. It stopped me from wanting to read. And
It's no, bro. Like I was just. It's
I knew how to do it. I just didn't want to do it.
Traumas are like, bro. That people don't realize how one little incident can change your directory of. But it was supposed to happen.
It was supposed
Go
to
ahead.
happen. It was
Absolutely.
supposed to happen. I wasn't supposed to learn how to read right there. I probably didn't really know how to actually like read until maybe like 5th grade.
So you was faking it till you make it.
Oh,
You knew how to. That's another skill that you probably didn't realize you had until
That's
you were
actually one of my God-given gifts.
is
I can figure out systems. Anything you put in front of me, I can figure it out. Like puzzle. Anything.
side note. You are a gamer. You love
very
the
serious.
challenge.
Very serious.
Is
gamer.
that part of like figuring wordplay, figuring out
Yep.
how to put things together.
Everything is a puzzle.
Wow.
Every single thing in life is a puzzle. Everything is a video game. Every day is another level that you play.
My brother KG Tomorrow says, he says this quote often, man. Like, it's just a movie, just a video. This is all just a video game. It's really, hearing you say that lets me know you think on a whole different playing field.
Listen. I'm the dude. Like, I like to like get into the glitches and like walk behind the wall, or like get under the map and then be looking up at everybody. Like that's me in my life.
Wow.
Like that's me in my life. Like I know how to control my emotions. I know how to do every single thing. And it does make me, in the control freak realm or the God complex realm or whatever, but I am God. I am one with God. God lives inside me. God's greatness flows through me. God loves and cares for me and only brings me great blessings.
How do you, knowing the way you think, because some people would say it's boastful, it's confident, it's arrogant, knowing that, you have tapped in with who you are, your spirituality, does that rub people the wrong way, and how, and also, and how do you, keep yourself humble enough to know, like, okay, you may have not just understood what your purpose is.
I understand humility, but then if you're tapped in with God, right? And you're only answering to God and you're praying for only great things, you're praying for only love, why do you need to be humble? Or what is humble? What is being humble?
Thinking less of yourself.
No, I will never think less of myself as long as I'm not thinking less of somebody else. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to think less of myself. I should be thinking the greatest thoughts of myself because I'm manifesting. So if I'm going to think less of myself, then I'm going to actually manifest that. So you mean to tell me I'm supposed to view me through your lens or through somebody else's lens? No, it's going to be through my lens every single time. I'm looking in the mirror. You see
others'
what I'm saying?
Confidence. Although, like instead of self-confidence, others' confidence.
Right. That's not even.
What? It's not even a thing.
It's not even a thing. Like you just made up a new term right now.
Real, bro.
You better coin that, right?
Real, bro.
Other people confident. Like
Real, bro.
That's
wow.
We not running that play. You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
I see like that's a level on the game. That's another level on the game, and it's like open world. This is an open world game. And so I don't have to run that mission. I don't have to go up to that, press square. I can totally disregard that mission. And it's 200 million other missions that I could do. Straight up. So I'm not worried about what somebody else think about me is none of my business.
Isn't that a skill though? To be able to hone in. I ask that because I hear that from the wise, interviewing the wise, like, what they think of me is not that's a skill. Yeah. Self-confidence, I believe, is
I've had a lot of self-time. Like I'm talking about late at night, talking to myself. Like, listen, talk to yourself.
Go ahead, bro.
Talk to self-talk.
Bro,
out loud too. Don't listen. Who's gonna say something? Somebody that hears you, they're judging you. Only God should be judging you. So that's not God. If somebody comes to you judging you, that's the devil. If somebody is bringing thoughts into your mind, that could be the devil. It could be God, but that right there could be the devil. My channel that I'm tapped into will not be the devil.
Wow.
But somebody else saying something, you gotta be able to take it as it come at you, because the devil come in many forms. You just gotta understand it.
Wow.
Because it's just energy. It's just
absolutely.
We all walking through frequecies. If I vibrate at the right frequency, bro, I fall right through this chair.
Bro, you saying something?
You're gonna fall right through the chair, like what happened to that in UTK?
Bro,
where you go?
No, where did y'all go?
Right, where y'all? Because I'm still right here. You just on a different frequency.
Right. Real,
I'm
bro.
telling you.
Absolutely,
I'm telling you, man.
Bro, would be this, so now we on this high school journey. All right, so you went to Audubon and Crenshaw.
I went to Audubon and Crenshaw.
How did you play any sports?
I did. I played basketball.
Gotcha. What position?
Man, what's funny?
Even though you're tall, I bet you was like a 1 or 2.
All right, so look. So I was the 5. I was the 5 because I was one of the taller kids.
Can I say that? Can I interject? You left the court. You stopped playing because you knew as you grew, you still had the handles 1, 2, and 3, but they tried to force you into it, and you grew out of love with it.
So, I wish it was that.
Okay, I've been hearing that story too. Okay, gotcha.
So my story differs. My story really, really differs. All right, so shout out to all of the folks that I played with, travel ball,
For sure.
you know what I'm saying, when we were younger.
For sure.
Y'all know what it was, AAU, like that type of stuff.
Right,
like,
right, absolutely.
When we was younger, the ones who really played, the ones who we traveled all over and was in different states and we was on, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to those
Real.
because I was on them teams. It's a lot of NBA players and
That you-
things
come on, man.
that am retired already that I was
Wow.
really on the court with. I'm talking about middle school. Then when high school came and I'm in 9th grade, my name, you know, kind of was
right,
around. You know, I
absolutely.
wasn't on the top of the list, but I was on one of them lists. You see what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? 9th grade, I played freshman basketball.
Gotcha.
Right. My mom, she was like, you know what? At Crenshaw High School, the varsity and the JV team, I'm talking about, we had some great elite folks.
It
And my
was-
mom was like, look, you got game, but you're gonna sit on the bench. So do you want to sit on the bench or do you want to play?
Real.
I said I want to play. So I played freshman basketball, the star. Go check the
Respect.
whatever, the
Respect.
star.
Absolutely.
25 points a game,
Wow,
you know what I'm
come on,
saying?
bro, come
15
on.
rebounds type of situation.
Wow.
Like going down. Excuse me. Going down like James Brown. 10th grade come along, you know what? I'm gonna play JV. I'm gonna play JV in 10th
right.
grade, boom. 11th grade, I'm taller.
Gotcha.
But my coach, whom he always saw me as arrogant, you know what I'm saying? Before I even knew what arrogant meant,
Gotcha.
he had an eye on me, you know what I'm saying? Because remember, we still summer ball. We can have fun,
Absolutely.
YMCA, like all type of stuff. So 11th grade come, instead of putting me on JV again, right, which would have been with all my friends,
Right,
and,
absolutely.
and I was comfortable, you know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? Mind you, the varsity team, we got 7-footers. We got,
Wow.
I'm talking about 6'8", 7 foot, 200, 250 pounds. Like, we had some big dudes, you know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Put me on varsity, right? And so since I'm on varsity, I got to go a little bit harder, right?
Absolutely.
I end up getting a stress fracture in my left foot,
Gotcha.
right? And I sat out the whole season.
Oh, wow.
My 11th grade year,
Gotcha.
I sat out the whole season with an injury.
That's-
I think I played for literally 7 seconds
Oh, wow, bro.
in one game. I attempted to ask the coach, hey, you know what? I ain't getting no time. Just put me back on JV. They put me on JV, but they was like, he got in for 7 seconds, so we got to keep him on varsity, or else.
Oh,
Yeah.
it could cause an issue between.
Yeah, you'll forfeit the whole season. So they
Wow.
so they was like, you got to stay on varsity. I had this big afro. I had hair. I had hair. Hair always was my thing.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Shout out to the cats that grow their hair. You know, it takes
Yeah,
some
yeah,
discipline to have your
absolutely.
hair. So in high school, I got hair, but my coach, he wouldn't let us wear braids. This was
Wow.
like Allen Iverson and the
Absolutely,
Rebel and
bro.
stuff. So my coach looking at me like practice. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I'm
And
looking at the
looking at him
coach. You know
like,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? I'm like, I want to wear braids. Like I want to sag my pants a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He got us wearing these short shorts, like all type of stuff.
Just side note. Do you think it's because like where you're from?
Uh-huh.
The Crenshaw. South LA. He was trying to set a standard for
Yeah.
y'all that was.
Yes. I get it now.
Like
But
right,
I'm like,
he was
15,
right,
14.
right?
Like,
but you was trying to set a precedent.
how was I supposed to know?
And you're like,
I'm 14
bro, like,
from the hood. Like
absolutely.
everybody else is good. Like, why I can't wear braids? I look better with braids. You want me to wear? I'm talking about.
Wow.
I should have done this. I should have wore my hair, so you could have saw.
How
It would have just gave it.
ludicrous.
I'm talking about.
Real,
Listen,
bro.
bro. Like it would be. I'm telling you,
Real,
like
bro, right.
insane. Like
Real.
They used to say in high school. They used to say I look like Afro Thunder.
Wow, classic.
Afro Thunder. If you know, you know. Afro Thunder.
Real, bro.
So I was slamming everything. Just like I'm actually
Gotcha.
my high school weight right now.
For sure, that's crazy. That's dope. That's
That
dope.
was another journey we can go.
Yeah,
and get
yeah,
into, too, for
absolutely,
sure, yeah.
absolutely.
But nah, so since I had to wear this big afro, and mind you, when my coach made me stay on the bench, I was like, all right, for sure. I'm at the end of the bench, huh? You forgot that I was
Gotcha.
arrogant, I'm class clown, I'm all of these funny type of things, right? So I began being a jokester, you know what I'm saying? Cracking jokes on the end of the bench, not taking
Gotcha.
it serious. And at the same time, I fell in love with music.
Real.
And so I didn't care. You know, I was already doing music. I started doing music in 2000.
Gotcha, absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
and by
sir.
this time, this is what, 2002? Something like that, 2002.
Gotcha.
And so I've been doing music for 2 years, and I'm really learning. Like, I'm really like digging into it. Like, I'm making beats, I'm engineering, I'm rapping,
absolutely,
I'm writing.
absolutely.
I started like a label.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? Just with my high school folks.
Just like that.
We was hallway entertainment.
Come
you know
on,
what I'm saying?
that's all.
Hallway
That's all.
entertainment. We recorded in the hallway.
Absolutely.
We literally was in my hall. My computer was in my hallway. I was like the only person in the hood with a computer. You know what I'm saying? I stuffed the mic like, in the closet. Like, it was like I had a hallway closet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You slide the door open, it was towels and stuff, and I just stuffed the mic in the towel, and we rapped into the towels, and so it made a dead sound.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that was just something that, as a young person, I'm like, man, I ain't got no booth, but we got to make this happen. You feel me? And so we had a great sound quality.
Come on,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And just the way
That's
we was
real.
doing it, I was loving it.
Which one you fall in love with the most? The rapping, the engineering aspect, or the producing at first?
You know, it's so funny. So I've been asked that my entire career, and my answer has stayed the same. And it's always been, I've had an equal love.
Respect.
I've had an equal love, and it was like, whenever somebody would say that one was better than the other, I would go do that one that they said was the worst.
Gotcha.
I would go do the
You was
one
on your
that's
Kanye early.
I was
Real, bro. Like,
very
yeah, you
early.
understood it.
Like,
Like,
I was
don't put me in
like,
no box.
oh, that's what you're doing? Oh, okay, yeah, nah. Because what it was I was always criticized. Like, so it'd be like this. Oh man, I got some music. I want you to check it out. Here go my CD, here go my tape, whatever I'm digging, right? And then you listening to it, you start nodding your head, right? That's you rapping? Yeah, that's me. Oh, damn. Let me chop him down again. Oh, but who made that beat though? Oh, I made the beat too. Oh, damn. Let me chop him down again. But where you recorded at though? Oh, damn. I got my own studio. Well, let me chop him down again. But who mixed it though? Man, I did that too. And it was just like,
who gross wrote for you?
like they be like this, like cheese, and then every time I answer a question,
Right, bro. Bro, I know that kind of.
Fuck you. Now I got a hater now. Now I got a hate. Like, damn.
Yeah,
Remember, I
support.
came to you asking for your
bro.
support, and you gave me a middle finger on your way out.
Wow, bro.
Like, people chop it down, and I'd be like, dude, like, it's not that serious. It's really not that serious for you to have to chop it down like that.
No, but that's who we are as people. Like as people, it's you know, just you put, it don't matter what. No,
You made that beat? Like,
it's the old saying, you know, you pull up in the hood, you pull up in the hood with a Range Rover. First thing somebody asks you, what year is that?
what year is that? My year. Like, it's my year. Like, what you mean?
But it's like it's the backdoor compliment, but that's
Man,
real, bro.
yeah.
Like,
It's
wow.
backhanded compliment. We call it a backhand
Backhand,
compliment.
absolutely.
'Cause it's like,
absolutely. Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Real,
Like,
real. So what does that make for, you know, like you, like, does that along your journey?
It bothered me along my journey a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I taught it like, so I'm the type of person, if I don't like something about myself, I correct it.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? And that goes for the way that something makes me feel.
Gotcha.
You feel me? So if something doesn't make me feel great, I'm going to correct it. You know what I'm saying? And I stopped taking that as a negative thing. I took it as, you liked everything that you asked me about. And maybe you're inquiring. Maybe your uncle does music. Maybe your cousin is a rapper and you probably want to hook us up and me to do beats for them. Or maybe you got a person that got beats and got raps and got everything, but who mixed that song? I mixed it. Oh man, let me link y'all. I started thinking like that, you know, and it became a thing of overcoming objection, because it's all marketing. At the end of the day, it's all marketing.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? And so it's another form of overcoming objection. And when I learned to overcome an objection, I'm gonna close the sale. You see what I'm saying? And so closing the sale, that's the whole point of the whole thing. My sale might have been getting you to listen to music, or it could have been getting you to buy the music. You feel me? As long as I close the sale, I don't care. I don't care what you say. It does not matter. Mission accomplished. It's about accomplishing the goals at the end of the day.
What keeps you driven? What drives you? 2025, what drives you?
My family.
Respect. On a scale of 1 through 10 currently, what do you rate your grind?
My grind, 33.
Wow. What's up with 33? Patrick Ewing, who is this? Like,
Angel number.
Real respect.
Angel numbers. It's
respect.
333s all around, you know what I'm saying? FGTBD 3, you know what I'm saying? It's the third Trinity. Like, I'm all about Trinities, you know what I'm saying? Numerology. You know, I don't know who's into numerology, but go look up the 33rd angel number. You know what I'm saying? It's about protection. It's about just guidance. You know what I mean? Just about being in tune with being aligned with purpose. You know what I'm saying? And being spiritually guided along your journey.
Wow.
You feel me? So
Respect.
I'm always stay aligned with what I'm supposed to do to the best of my ability.
Real.
So that's why we got them threes. If how hard am I going? Yeah, I ain't gonna say I'm going to 3.
Real,
Scale of 1
real.
to 10, I'm going to 3. Like, nah, fool, I'm gonna pick I was gonna say 13. Nah, not a 13, because that 13 don't even break down to a 3. You see what I'm saying? I could have said a 15. You feel me? But I went right to the number 33. You know what I'm saying?
How many 6s are in 33?
How many 6s? I mean, there would be, if you breaking it down.
Right.
If you breaking down the 33 to 33.
No, I'm saying in 33
Uh-huh.
is how many 6s?
Well, I mean, it would be 1 6.
That was your name. That used to be your name.
That used to be my name.
16
yeah.
bars.
16
Let's go.
bars. Hey. Listen, come on. You did. You
Yes,
did one up on me. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
hard, bro.
Hey,
Let's
listen,
take it back. So that was your original name.
So-
16 bars. Come on,
Yeah.
bro.
So
What did
my original name was 16 bars.
Come on,
you know
for
what I'm saying?
sure.
So 16 bars. That's one verse.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The average verse. You know when you
Absolutely.
come,
When
if you know
come in,
hip hop.
you absolutely give me
Your verse, give me a
16.
16.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I was making a statement. The statement was rap is nothing without me. Without, you know what I'm saying?
love it.
Without
I love
16 bars, it's no verse. Without no verse,
Bar.
it's no song. Without no
Real.
song, it's no music. Without music, it's nothing.
Real.
You feel me? And so that I was saying I'm a needed element. You know
That's
what I mean?
dope. That's dope, bro. I love it. I love
Yeah,
it. Bro.
that's actually how I came up with my current alias. You know what I'm saying?
Universe the King. Right.
King. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So 16 bars, you know what I'm saying? That's one verse. Universe.
Always good.
Yeah, nah.
That's
yeah.
hard. That's hard, bro. That's hard.
Universe.
Universe.
And then of that verse, like the verses, that's everything. That's what I'm doing. When I'm locked in on something, if the verse is what I'm locked in on, I'm the best at that. I'm the illest
Wow.
in my mind. I'm gonna put all the belief in that. So I something that was empowering. The King.
Wow.
Universe, the King.
I love
you
it.
feel me?
Love it, bro. That's
That's-
dope. That's
yeah.
dope, brother. I love it. I
UTK,
love it.
you know
I
what I'm
love
saying?
it, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope.
It's numerology, symbolism, and everything
Absolutely.
I do. Like, I like to be thoughtful. You know
That's
what I mean?
dope.
I know it's a niche thing to do, but it's an artistic thing to
Very
do.
artistic.
Very
Absolutely,
artistic. It's nothing is surface level.
Everything
You
has
feel
a
me?
purpose.
Every single thing is well crafted and thoughtful.
Your
for sure.
tattoos, everything has a purpose.
Every
I
single
know it
thing.
does. Real,
Every single
absolutely,
tattoo
bro.
that's on me right now.
Absolutely.
Yes,
That's
sir.
real, bro.
Yes, sir.
Are you done?
No.
No, it's real. Same
Not
here,
e-
bro.
not even- I got so much empty spots.
Yeah. He
You
said,
know,
I'm go-
I got incomplete masterpieces.
Gotcha. So
And that's a statement within itself.
absolutely is, bro.
Every
Different
single
times in
thing
your life.
on
Go
me
ahead.
is a masterpiece. And I plan to finish. I plan to finish every single thing that's on my bucket list, but it's no rush.
You are well timed. I'm on my time.
I'm on God's time.
Go ahead.
You see what I'm saying? And since I'm aligned with God, God's time shall be my time.
Real.
You see what I'm saying? Whatever blessing God has for me, I accept.
Real.
Every shape, form, fashion. Why not?
How would you describe your music in 3 powerful words?
We're gonna say authentic, we'll say empowering, and we'll say respectful.
Wow. Love it.
Respectful.
I love it, bro. I love it. I love it. It's real. It's real. You actually, what do you think from your lens? You know, like you have seen the ins and outs of this industry.
Mm-hmm.
From your lens, from your POV, what do you think the game is missing?
Honestly, I would say originality.
Wow.
I see a lot of people that are original and they have their original thing, but then when you take an original thing and put it in a box that could fit every other thing, then is it actually original?
Is it original?
You see what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? It's like,
Wow.
excuse me, it's like cereal. People don't realize this. If you got a box of Fruit Loops, right? You got them different colors.
Absolutely.
Different colors. Some of them sometimes they even got different shapes. But let's go for different colors,
The
right?
real ones, right?
Each one of them little pieces of cereal in that box, right? It looked the same, right? but they all different colors, right? But just because they different colors don't mean they don't taste the same.
Right.
Every single Fruit Loop tastes the same.
Wow.
So if you in that Fruit Loops box, then you a Fruit Loop.
You are the same.
You are actually, even if you taste different, you're not gonna taste different in that box.
Gotcha.
You're gonna have to be a Fruit Loop in a Cheerios box. If you're gonna put yourself in a box, put yourself in somebody else's box.
Wow.
And stand out in that box. You see what I'm saying? Be
Absolutely.
the anomaly. People are so afraid to be the anomaly. Why not?
Why not?
I step in the room, most rooms in my entire life, I'm the biggest person in there. I could be the brokest person in the room, but I'm the biggest person. And so I will get more eyes than the richest person, the wealthiest person, and most of the time, the fattest person. You see what I mean? Unless they like a sumo wrestler or something like that. If they a sumo, then they probably got me. You feel me? But they looking at us too.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? They look at
definitely.
the tall dude, the sumo dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I've grown used to that. You know, for that factor, I've always had a lot of people that know me. I've always had a lot of people that want to know me, that think they know me, that, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's still going to be few people that actually know me. It doesn't matter who you are. Few people going to actually know you. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand how to deal with that. People want everybody to actually know them.
Right.
People want everybody to actually know them, and that's the true battle.
It's like you wouldn't have said or done or reacted that way if you knew me. But in reality, you don't know me.
You don't know me, and people have to accept that. Like, we don't know each other. You only know yourself, and most people don't even know themselves. Most people have not had the self-talk.
Wow.
They've not had a sit down in a room by themselves. Why? Because they busy. They survive.
Bro, go ahead.
You see what I'm saying? They're the victim. So I was too busy. I had to go to work. I had to do this. I had to do that. Da, 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 da.
Wow.
What is it for? What is it for, bro?
How do you feel about like the 9 to 5, do you feel like, because I know you look from this outside world, look within. How do you feel about it taking away from your greatness?
So here's how I feel. We live in America. All right. It would I guess it would depend on where I was raised.
Right.
But how I feel. Since we live in America and in the business of America, you have to have finances to do whatever. Like, I don't care how known you are. I don't care how talented you are. Like, you have to be able to finance your dream.
Absolutely, bro.
With one thing or another, whether it's time, whether it's effort, energy, or money.
Absolutely.
You have to be wealthy in some type of way or financed in some type of way in order to push forward.
Absolutely.
You feel, even if we talking about running a race, right? Your wealth could be the amount of time you have to go exercise to prepare for the race.
Absolutely.
Or while you're racing, how many waters you got.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Like along your way, or how big your backpack is.
That's right.
Or how much you train to carry that heavy backpack with all that water. Like, it's so many factors. You see what I'm saying? And when you run in a race, the goal is to get to the finish line.
Absolutely.
Right? But if you can't even make it to the finish line,
wow,
then what you gonna do? What was the point?
What was the point?
What was the point, bro?
Speaking of finish line, the marathon continues. Nipsey Hussle. This is somebody that you actually had.
Great.
Numerous.
All right, can y'all see that tag?
All respect, bro. I didn't see that. Wow, come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Wow. Y'all, just for the new fans watching, y'all come from the same plot of land.
Same.
Come on now.
Same area.
Absolutely.
Man. You know, it's funny. I have history with Nip before we really linked. So I met Nip on a few occasions because obviously being in the same neighborhood.
Absolutely.
We both was in the 2000s in the streets, passing out CDs, passing out mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? I remember numerous times we traded. We'd be at the Slauson Swap meet.
Come on,
right
bro.
there. What's up? I'm Nip. Oh, what's up? I'm 16. At the time, I was 16.
Absolutely.
Man, I got to see it, man. I got to, 1 for 1.
That's hard.
Everybody,
bro. That's hard.
everybody that sold CDs, 1 for 1. If you know 1 for 1.
That's a respect.
That's a respect. I see, because you ain't gonna 1 for 1 with everybody. With anybody, you're not gonna do that. You 1 for 1 with somebody that you see out there. You see what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know to all the dads out there. It's to the dads. to the dads, if your daughter is a cheerleader, right, and you know how the cheerleaders at the meets, they go around, they got their backpacks on, and you put a clip on a cheerleader's backpack. Well, you give them that clip because you see them, you respect them, and you want to see them continue to rise within the cheerleading
That's
realm.
dope. That's dope.
That's a 1-for-1.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
so
dope, bro.
me and Nipsey on a few occasions, we did a 1-for-1.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Always saw each other. It was always respect.
That's dope, bro.
So time progressed. Nipsey went on his path. He's rising. You know, we talking getting into the marathon.
Absolutely.
You know, the early days of the marathon,
That's right.
Nipsey is taking off. I'm still underground. You feel me? I'm still working my way up. Nipsey got the streets. Nipsey going. Everybody supporting Nipsey.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? I had a manager at the time, and somehow, some way, he got me booked as the opener for the marathon show at the House of Blues on Sunset. You know what I'm saying? House of Blues ain't there no more, but shout out to everybody that been to the House of Blues on Sunset.
What's up. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? The marathon show, this is 2011. You know what I'm saying?
This is the prime. This is when it is. This is the making of. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is real. Go ahead.
Nip
Go
did
ahead.
his whole. He always would do his whole tour run, and he'd finish at House of Blues.
Wow.
So this is after the tour run, last show, finishing at House of Blues.
Wow.
The marathon.
Show. This is for the home team. Wow,
Home team.
bro.
Home team. So I'm on Twitter. Yeah, we met. I was 16 bars.
Right,
you know what
right.
I'm saying? I'm on Twitter. They call me Bars.
Gotcha.
Right?
Okay.
So,
right.
I don't even think you can have your display name. You know how now
Yeah,
it could say, they call me Bars, but it'll say 16 bars, the dudes you met, and we did the 1-for-1.
Right.
Like, it didn't say that.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it just said, they call me Bars or whatnot. And, you know, I probably got like, you know, a couple thousand fans, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
He, of course, got way, you know, tens of 20s of
gotcha.
thousands. You know, this is Twitter 2011. It had been out a few years. So I'm tweeting, come see me live at Nipsey, you know what I'm saying? Nipsey Marathon Show, House of Blues, me and Nipsey killing it. Woo, woo, I'm tweeting.
Right.
I'm doing my spammy.
Absolutely.
My
Absolutely.
spammy whammy,
Absolutely.
baby. Y'all know the
Absolutely.
spammy
You know
whammy.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Hey, we didn't know algorithm. This before the algorithm.
we
They
knew
had
it.
to create for it
Go
was
ahead, for
niggas like me that
That's
they
the reason
created
why.
the algorithm, bro.
Me too, bro.
I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know, my guy.
Bro.
They created the algorithm, like the
was-
limits
Bro.
on Facebook posts and messages, the limits on how
Come
many people you
on,
could
bro.
tag, all of that. They created that for niggas like me.
Bro, you was really.
I will take the time and I'll spend 4 days
Come on,
contacting
bro.
every person one by one. Oh, the limit is 25. All right, this gonna take me how many
Yep.
days?
Breaking it down,
All right,
bro.
what? I'll write them down. I could pull up stuff
Wow,
right now.
bro.
Me listing to do it the best way I knew how. You know,
Guerrilla marketing at its finest.
guerrilla
bro.
marketing at its finest.
on,
So I'm
bro.
guerrilla marketing spammy whammy on Twitter, right?
Real, bro.
Going crazy. My fans, you know what I'm saying? My fans
Right.
is retweeting.
Engage, absolutely.
They engage. They like, oh, he with Nipsey.
Come
oh,
on, bro.
you know what I'm saying? It's going up. 2 of LA's
Come on,
in the
right?
same
Absolutely,
spot.
bro.
Let's
Come
go.
on, bro.
Not knowing I was only getting paid like $50 for the show.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, that didn't matter though.
It ain't- bro, that
hey,
exposure
2011,
just-
I'll take the exposure.
Absolutely,
it wasn't even
bro.
about the
Come
money.
on,
Anywho,
bro.
So look, I'm tweeting, and then because I'm getting retweets, Nipsey sees it.
Wow.
He sees it. You know what I'm saying? And he like, nigga, you not on my show? Twitter fingers.
Go
R.I.P. Nip Hustle, but he hit me with the Twitter fingers. And then
True.
to add insult to injury, like
Yeah.
then his fans start responding to the tweet.
Gotcha.
Laughing
gotcha.
at me.
Oh, gotcha.
Humiliate. It was like humiliation. It was like, and then J-Rock, shout out J-Rock.
J
you know what
Rock,
I'm
gotcha.
saying?
Wow.
J-Rock made it even worse.
Damn.
And he commented, oh, Nip, why you had to do him like that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting a barrage of just laughs, LOLs, you fake, you phony baloney, all this, all that. I'm like, damn. And I'm like, one side of me want to clap back with the Twitter
almost
fingers,
like
but I
some,
said,
yeah, no, bro. Like,
Namyo Rengekyo.
Right.
I had to, you know what I'm
he
saying?
may not know what
Because I didn't know what it was.
Wow.
All I knew, my manager told me
what it was.
What it was.
Absolutely.
We locked in. So, whoa. Man, I promise you. So, growing up in South Central LA, you know what I'm saying? With my mom, you know, didn't have too many male role models.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I had TV dads.
Absolutely.
Y'all know what's up with
Come
TV
on
dads.
now, bro. Come on now.
You know, I never heard I apologize. I never heard I'm sorry. I never heard no male figure like ever say they was wrong, like nothing. Like never, like, because we really don't. You gotta really think about it.
Absolutely.
Even the best was my bad, yo.
Absolutely.
But that's still not, you know what I'm saying? That's still not. That's a hood
admitted.
apology.
Right.
Yeah, like you're not owning up. You kind of just saying, oh damn, here goes some Neosporin. You didn't even give me a Band-Aid. You just give me Neosporin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It was off break.
Right. It was
It was equate.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even real deal.
Real.
So I'm living my whole life. I'm in the dressing room, backstage House of Blues. I told you it was legit.
Absolutely.
I knew. What I need to argue for?
Y'all will
legit.
see.
I'm backstage. I got my name on the door.
Come on,
you know what I'm
bro.
saying? Like,
come on.
I don't gotta argue. I'm gonna go on stage. Whatever. Right? Boop, 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 boop. Probably 2 more. Probably 6 knocks.
Right.
Pretty sure Nip knocked 6 times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bar. Oh, he can't, ladies and gentlemen, he can't do it without. It's a part of him, ladies and gentlemen.
But nah, Nip, I'm like, okay, let me see what this is. Open the door. Nipsey Hussle in front of my dressing room door. Look me up. I'm like, what's up? He like, hey, what's up? You 16? I'm like, yeah, what's up? He like, hey, let me holler at you real quick. Of course, you know, my folks, because they already knew.
Yeah.
I'm like, chill. I'm like, for sure. Me and Nipsey Hussle step in the hallway. And Nip, it ain't like nobody sizing.
Static. Yeah, it was just...
we both 2 6 feet something dudes.
Absolutely.
So we looking eye to eye. Like, it's like, you feel
What's
me?
up? Yeah.
It's like, what's going down?
Right.
So he pulled me in the hallway. He said, hey, homie. He said, look, I ain't had the information. And I didn't know that you was on my show. So I was wrong.
Wow.
And I apologize.
Wow.
He said, I got nothing but love for you. And again, I apologize for that misunderstanding. I didn't mean to do that to you. He said, look, you got my love from here going out. He said, I want to see you do great things. Get on that stage, kill it.
Integrity.
Real, bro.
First time
I love it.
a human ever apologized and said they was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I don't believe in right or wrong. Because from his perspective,
like you said at the beginning of the
he didn't
interview,
know.
He did.
So from his perspective, he did exactly
what he was supposed to
do.
do.
And so I accepted it as that. Like, man, you know what, bro? It could have happened to anybody, bro.
Absolutely.
Let's rock. Nip had my ultimate support, ultimate respect, ultimate everything ever since. I was a huge supporter. Every album buying. I'm talking about pay to play, like all of that.
Absolutely.
Proud to pay.
Come on.
I got one. I got one.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't buy 10,000 like Jay-Z. And
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got the $100 one. I ain't get the $1,000 one, but I definitely got the $100 joint. You know what I'm saying? I purchased multiple marathon clothing, etc., just off the strength. I'm not the type of supporter. Hey y'all, I bought your stuff.
Bro.
Here go a screenshot of it. I'm gonna send it to you so you can repost it. Like, nah. It come to Wendell, UTK Nelson, you know what I'm saying, to my house.
Come on,
like,
bro.
I'm one of those type of supporters, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of those people that hey, I'm gonna check your site. Hope you got some merch up.
Real,
you know what
bro.
I'm saying? You never know. Like,
Just like
I got my folks merch on
Come
right
on,
now.
man, that's
you know,
what's up,
look at
bro.
this. Look, it ain't a
Keep it
you know,
homegrown.
shout out to the
Come
folks.
on, man. Support local
homegrown
artists.
radio. You know what I'm saying? Shout out
dope,
Chuck
brother.
Dizzle. Shout out
Dope.
DJ Head. You
Where
know what
they
I'm saying?
located?
Man, they in Cali.
Okay,
you know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying?
That's what's
Cali.
up, man.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what's up. Definitely,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Definitely.
Homegrown radio. You know
I
what I'm
love
saying? They actually the first, it was a podcast, everything that did an interview for me when I was putting out my first Feels Great to Be Dope project.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll just go and just buy some shit.
Yeah.
Like, I bought this probably, I've been holding on to this shirt, like new in the package. Chuck Dizzle, I've been holding on to this shirt new in the package for months.
But you knew.
But I knew
when
intentionally when it's time to wear that shirt, I'm gonna wear the shirt.
Respect, bro.
You
That's
see what
dope,
I'm saying?
bro.
And
That's dope.
I'm that type of dude. Like, I don't do it for like the kudos. Like, what is a kudo? I know what it is.
Yeah, like with tallying up points and
I got all the points.
Bar.
I beat the game already.
Bar.
I'm like, do you understand?
I
like,
do,
victory
bro.
lap, the marathon, like it's a
100%.
run. You run a race. It's not a race. It's a marathon. But after the marathon, you're sprinting because you're running your victory lap. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
you still gotta listen on your victory lap, bro. Do you think you run slow?
Bro, I've seen
No,
them. Like, no,
listen.
they still go ahead, bro. They
You still running,
carry
bro, because you shown now on your victory lap, you showing the crowd.
crowd. Yep.
This is for the crowd. This is for my
Holding
people.
that banner,
you see
bro,
what I'm
like
saying? I'm
holding that
holding the
flag.
banner up. I'm
Absolutely.
holding the flag up. Like that's the beauty of it. You see what I'm saying? But you don't run your victory lap until you're here, until you're center, and you know that you're finished and you're walking in your purpose.
Real.
Because the race is only like you're victim of circumstance, victim of environment. You know, and you know what I'm saying? Product of your environment. Like,
Absolutely.
getting outside of that. You know what I'm saying? Then you're running your marathon because your marathon is the thing that you're doing for you. The race was with everybody else.
Wow.
From where you from. The marathon is what you're doing for you.
I
And then the
love that,
victory
bro.
lap is, okay, you've done what you're supposed to do. And now you're just showing everybody, hey, I'm basking in the ambience of my greatness.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
I love that.
And then
bro.
you are who you are. You feel me?
We're, you know, like just for you know, the young lady, the young man that's just starting their journey out in hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like what's that message you have for them as far as like, man, your confidence, bro, like is on a whole nother tier. Like you really understand what it's about.
Yeah.
How do you know, like for those who are struggling with, you know, self-confidence, those struggling with you know, disbelief, what do you have for them?
You got to read.
Wow.
You got to read. You got to read.
Wow.
Coming from the dude that taught himself how to read, you got to pick up them books. So think about ancient history and how we're still unlocking the mysteries of ancient history, like
Absolutely.
the language, and the stories just retell themselves over. Nothing is new under the sun.
Fact.
Knowledge is not ours. Idea is not yours. You
Absolutely.
really think you thought of something? No, you just tapped into a frequency and that came down to you, right? Excuse me. You got to take that and go with it, right? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. If you're having issues with confidence, go against that. Train yourself to go against that thing.
Jump in the pool.
I've told my wife this. Start small. Start very small. You know how I started? Because I was a wreck, like a nervous wreck, shy, insecure. Like I was all of it, right? You know how I started? The first thing I did, I looked myself in the mirror.
Go ahead.
Look myself in the mirror, like I'm talking about in the eyes. And I said, no more. I was like, no more. That way that you feel, or that way you just felt, you know how you feeling in your spirit right now?
No more.
No more.
Wow.
And be serious. Cause it's only you and you.
It's only you and you, bro.
So just be for real with your own self. Once you take it there, then you can say, all right, I gotta act on what I said. Right? Cause you know,
faith
without works.
Go ahead, brother.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna start small, right? What I'm gonna do? When you get up in the morning, right? And it's time for you to, let's say you done wash your face, brush your teeth, you done did everything, right? You got your pants laid out, you got your shoes there, whatever, right? You about to put on what? Your sock, probably, right? You probably put your socks on first.
Right.
What you put? I mean, I ain't asking how you get dressed or nothing.
No,
but what you put on? What you put on first?
Drawers and socks. Drawers and socks.
All right, you got your drawers. I ain't worried about your drawers.
Come on.
Skip to the socks.
We'll be right
All
back, ladies and gentlemen. Real.
Socks.
Right.
All right. You pick up a sock. Which foot you put on first?
Left foot.
All right,
Ambidextrous.
all right. Put on the right one next time.
Bro, go.
Put on the right one.
Bro, you know who I just heard? I just heard that when Jay-Z just gave St. John.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with this.
I don't think so.
Jay-Z just gave St. John. He was like Biggs, you know, Burks, Kareem Burke was like, you know, Jay-Z give St. John some information, he was like, he was okay, yeah, you know, all right. When you brush your teeth in the morning, start with your left hand. Do your opposite hand. Real, bro. He said
Listen,
that's what the information he gave him.
It might not mean nothing.
Go ahead, bro.
It might not mean nothing
Go
to me.
ahead, bro.
But my message is not for everybody.
Wow.
It's not for everybody.
Say it so,
Listen,
bro.
It's not for everybody,
Real, bro. You
The one's gonna get it, gonna get it.
Go get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro.
Put all right, look, you put the right one on, right? Now put the left one on, right? Or wait, don't even do it. Just do something different.
Do something
different. Cause I can take a step back. So I got a method. Mine actually didn't start with the socks.
Gotcha.
Mine started with lotion.
Got you.
It started with lotion because it's before you put your clothes on. So I still do this, but I switch it up from time to time. Lotion, right leg, right foot, left foot.
Gotcha.
I mean, right leg, left leg. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Leg, you know what I'm saying? I go that way, but just sometimes I might be like,
Gotcha.
oh,
So you don't be
just so I'm just not
get out the matrix, bro.
I'm trying to tell you.
Like, bro, it's like just like driving the same way every time.
It's discipline. It's discipline. And I'm gonna tell you, because look, I'm a student. I'm not nowhere near. I'm perfect with my wife and my family.
Integrity.
But on my own, I got my moments for sure.
About 30 seconds of your time. I really appreciate your support. With every interview, my aim is to bring integrity and fun back to the culture, and I can't do it without you. If you're enjoying this episode, please hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. I appreciate you. Back to the interview.
You see this? You see this scar right here? You see this scar? I got a
Gotcha.
scar. I got a scar on my eye. Somebody tried to kill me, bro.
Wow.
Over road rage. Over road rage.
Care to speak on or just let that go?
No, I can speak. I can speak on it, man. Listen, road rage. Somebody. I guess I can't really remember, but I want to say maybe I got over in their lane or
Gotcha.
something like
Right.
that, right? And then, mind you, me and wifey had just got this brand new truck.
Okay.
Literally, it was what was it called? A Telluride.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we had,
Nice.
I think they came out in 2020.
Absolutely.
And we got a 2020. Like, this
That
was like
a
our first
a whole
time.
new- absolutely.
This was our first time getting a car 0 miles off the lot.
Come
so
on.
it's like one of
It's
those
one
type
of
of
those,
things, right?
absolutely,
Not even
bro.
the flex, but that's a flex for people
bro.
that's growing as a person and like
Absolutely.
you didn't have nothing. You know what I'm saying?
bro. Absolutely.
So listen, I maybe I cut him off, maybe whatever the case was, right? But dude was going on the side of me like doing the thing.
trying to-
So I'm out, trying to get up out the way. You know what I'm saying? But I get mad. Right? And so I try to throw something. You know how the road rage go. I
Absolutely.
try to throw something, right? So I didn't hit it. I didn't hit the car, of course, but dude, he do the FBI maneuver and like
fish
stop.
tank.
So I had to stop so I don't hit his car.
Oh,
or
gotcha.
whatever, right? So he stopped the whole freeway. He got out of his car. He holding something. I couldn't tell what it was. I didn't think it was a gun. So that's why I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? But it was definitely something. It,
Right.
it was like a ride. Could have been a knife. It could have been anything that was in his hand. But you already know. And this is a tip to people. If you got something in your hand to make your fist stronger, you know what I'm saying? Just if you're holding anything in your hand, it makes your fist stronger.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So dude came up to the car. He was about to hit the car. And I'm like thinking like, damn, like, nah. I try to back up his car behind me. I'm like, damn,
Right.
dude's still coming. I'm like, all right, either I'm gonna let him fuck up this new car that we just got and wifey gonna be mad, or I'm gonna try to, you know what I'm saying,
Diffuse, absolutely.
diffuse the protect it,
Absolutely.
whatever, right? I get out the car like, hey man, like chill. He come running. I get him, yeah. Kicking, right? Nothing. He's still coming. I guess we squabble up. We part ways. I don't know. Maybe he got the best of me. Maybe I got the best of him, whatever. But I know he ran off. You
Gotcha.
feel me? But nah, he sped off. I went back to the car. My face was bleeding. I was like, oh shit, I had to go to the hospital, get
Damn.
stitches and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, I made the choice. Let's see, now I gotta rewind it all the way back.
Go ahead.
I cut him off, he got mad. And I made the choice to engage with him.
Engage.
Because did I make the right choice? Did I make the wrong choice? Because watch this.
Go ahead,
You could
bro.
say, you made the wrong choice because he could have killed you. But then I could say, well, I made the right choice because now I'm smarter and I'm wiser and I wouldn't do that.
Trials
I
and
had to go
tribulations,
through
bro.
that because
Absolutely, bro.
it could have went like that in a different situation and I did die. Maybe in some dimension I did die. Because every instance there's a million happenings. Now if you went in the comics, you already know with the whole, remember Doctor Strange?
Absolutely.
Doctor Strange.
Absolutely.
I saw 14 million possibilities and only one
Was the one.
was the one. You see what I'm saying? That's the life that we live in.
Bro, like even, UTK, even you saying this, it's somebody watching. Their life will be affected by that road rage incident.
For sure.
Wait,
For sure.
I mean, I remember listening to that.
Man.
Bro, everything is
Road rage. Listen,
come on, bro. Like,
listen, bro.
it will.
Road rage is not worth it because everybody take a L. Now, mind you, I've gotten road rage, other road rage situations where I was the one that drove away.
Aggressive. Okay, gotcha. Or the right.
Where I was the one like
who just
it was never me that was trying to road rage bash, but
bro.
in a very, very similar situation, I was the one laughing and the other person was bleeding.
Gotcha.
And it was like, that's what you get for messing with me.
Gotcha.
But this one was, I proved my point. You shouldn't have messed with me.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So like, it don't matter. You could be the aggressor. You could be you could be whatever. It's a W and an L.
Real, bro.
You know, just know that your L is not a loss. It's a lesson.
It's a lesson.
It's for sure. It's for sure a lesson. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Even the guy that picked a fight with me and lost, he got a lesson. I bet he'll never pick a fight again.
Bro,
You
it
see
all
what
is
I'm saying?
part of the
like real talk. Like the just to expand a tiny bit.
Go ahead.
We could go to different
Absolutely,
stuff, but like
absolutely.
the one where the dude picked a fight with me and lost, he got out of his car and spit on my window. You see what I'm saying? Like
absolutely.
Like it's certain like he made the choice.
Cause and effect.
You see what I'm saying? And that's just how you gotta live life. You know, you gotta live life knowing that it's a choice that you gotta make, and then you gotta continue the great action. Make the greatest choice. Living, know that we living in the world like we are the Doctor Strange. And it's not like we don't have the time stone, so we can't go back, right? But just know that the time stone exists. And if you did have the time stone, you could see all the outcomes. But no, there's a million different outcomes, but there's only one best outcome. So live your life making all of the best outcomes as if you are your higher level self.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Like literally, no, your higher level self is the one that went through life making all of the best choices over and over and over and over and over again, consistently. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you're gonna mess up. You're going to mess up as long as you don't blaspheme the speak blasphemy in the Lord's name.
Absolutely.
You feel me? You're pretty much good. You're pretty much good. God will forgive you if you ask for it.
How was your stress overall? Like, just you seem like a very low stress man.
I don't receive stress.
Wow.
That's just I don't receive it well because I'm a transmute it into something else.
You are gonna energy. You're gonna
energy
change.
for
Go
sure.
ahead, bro. You're gonna.
I want to know. Like I like to work out.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like slim. I'm not a bodybuilder.
But
I'm not nothing like that.
You said something early on, like, I'm in my high school weight, bro. Like, let's just be real. We know that's a statement in itself. You're in the 1 percentile.
I'm my high school size. I'm taller than I was in high school. I was probably 6'3",
Gotcha.
6'2", 6'3" in high school. I'm 6'6" now.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? And so,
but it's saying that, like, that lets you know, energy. We're gonna get into the family. Run around them kids all.
Man,
having the best energy for them.
Come on, you better.
The diet. Still working out, lift the weights, bro. Like everything is part of
Yes, sir.
longevity.
Yes, sir.
Like, cause to be quite honest, you've seen a lot of people come and go.
Yes, sir.
And they gave up the battle, and you can see it on them. You know what I mean? Like, you can see it on them.
So many people that are content only because of what they saw before them. You feel me?
Oh, bro, that is a bar.
Immediately before them.
That is a bar.
Like not on TV, because everybody had TV dads.
Right.
But me, I embrace things better because I understand systems. I can watch a TV show and then get the message and then get what they're saying. But other people can watch a TV show and say, I can't relate to that.
Gotcha.
So it's just, boop, boop. It's just over the head. Boop. And it's insignificant. But I'm going to get the message. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't do this. You should not do that. That's not a great choice. You see what I'm saying? I'm the type of person that I like to take experiences and utilize them as knowledge, whether it's my own experience or someone else's. I'm not going to walk to the fire if you just can't roll. My shoes is burnt.
Absolutely.
I just went through the fire. Oh, you did? Oh, and what happened with that fire? Okay, cool. Now I know I just logged that in.
Hove did that.
So hopefully
you would have to go through that. Real, bro. Like,
people don't get that.
People take heed. You have to take heed, bro. Like, a lot of people don't take heed, bro, and go right in the same footstep. That's real, bro.
Yeah, and then they'll blame something. They'll blame something.
Wow.
Like me, I'm not gonna blame nothing.
Real.
I don't blame anyone but myself for anything, and I don't even blame. I'm gonna use it as fuel to do something else.
Respect.
This happened. Okay, well now we're gonna do this. Straight up and down.
You mentioned 2024, the end of 2023. You was like, I learned so much about myself. What's one of the things you can really, like, tell the audience, like, what's the thing you like knew you learned about yourself?
I knew that I was resilient.
Come on, bro. Come
Like,
on.
I knew that, like, all right, so you can believe, right? But you can know. You know what I'm saying? You know how they say, if you know, you know?
Absolutely.
When you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? When you know, you know. When you know you got it, you got it. And as soon as you say you don't got it, you don't.
Go ahead.
Don't.
What's the Chinese proverb? A man who thinketh he is,
Right.
but yeah, is often as right as a person who thinks he's not.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Real, bro.
Whether you do or you don't, in both cases, you're right.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? And I like to take philosophies like that and then put a scientific meaning behind it. They say, like, the experiment of, like, I think it was something about, like, if you put a cat in a box, right, and cover the box, right, the way that, like, that the universe perceives stuff, once this cat is in this box and you can't see it, the cat is neither alive or dead because you don't know either way because it's in that box. You see what I'm saying? Because you could be like, well, the cat's alive because you just put it in a box. Or you could have put the top on the box, the cat could have suffocated, could have had a heart attack, anything could have happened because you put it on that box. You won't know until you actually see it with your own eyes. You feel me? So you got to think about that like an experience, right? You're going to be whatever you think it is. You can't think two things. You can't close the box and say the cat's alive and dead at the same. You can't. You can only think about one of them. So just when you think about something, be very intentional.
Wow.
The cat's alive. Oh, look at that. It's
Gotcha.
alive.
It's alive.
It's alive. You see what I'm saying? You have to be very, very, very intentional and just know that words are spells. Words are spelled. You put letters together, they spell things. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really, really understand the power of words. Everything I say is intentional. Every single rap that I write. All right, so look. A lot of people, look, a lot of people, this is the thing that I was always.
I'm listening. I'm pulling something up as you talk.
I was different as an MC. Everybody was like, I'm the voice of the people. I'm the voice of the streets.
Go ahead.
I'm speaking for the ones before me who ain't here no more.
Right.
Like, and I get that. I totally understand because, again, I understand systems.
Real.
But me, all of my raps, I'm the voice of myself. I'm literally talking to myself. I am spitting affirmations.
Go ahead.
And you can listen to everything.
Bro, I was trying
to
to find, like, it was one you was mic drop, water behind you. I'm trying to think of the song. I can't
mic drop with the was I in like the
it was
the river, like the
yes,
LA
the river.
So that one I think you talking about damn, slipping my brain.
Bro,
right
I gotta
it's
the
build. You might be talking about the build up.
Yes.
The build up is
bro.
From Feels Great to Be Dope 1.
Bro.
Yeah.
Pull up a tab right now for those watching. The build up.
The build up.
He has actually you can find the audio version and he's on you said this is the LA.
It's the LA River, yeah. It's the LA River.
Bro,
yeah.
When I say I was tapped into everything you were saying, bro, like you spit on a whole different,
Man.
like, you a new face, man. It just it's no wonders why you two are
new face.
Come on, bro.
New face was here.
Come on, bro.
Man.
Like, bro, you spit like on a whole different.
Man,
bro, bro, you tapped in a whole different level, man.
I speak. This is so you got to think about it. Past, present, future, right? But it's all one and the same. It's literally all one and the same because time is only for us. The beginning, middle, end. That we experience that. I'm thinking beyond that. I want to say something that stands the tide of time. That withstands the tide of time. Something has to be timeless, and the way to say that is to be true. I ain't told a lie in a rap.
Wow.
What's a lie?
Wow.
What in my raps is a lie?
Wow. You say it so, bro.
Listen, I would challenge anybody. Look, I challenge anybody. Go listen to everything I've ever done.
Wow.
And show me the lie.
Wow.
Because I'm talking to myself the whole time.
In this boisterous sport, how do you remain and have that much integrity?
Honestly, the truth is, I want everybody to be dope. That's the thing. I never been competitive.
Gotcha.
I never been competitive with the art. Like,
gotcha.
I just love to do it. I love like posse cuts. I love when all of the rappers got on. I love when a dope song come out, then they do a monster remix.
Absolutely,
with 10,
bro. Come
10
on,
verses
bro.
on it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
You are
saying?
hip-hop. Absolutely.
Like, I love that.
Absolutely.
I literally love to hear the different styles.
Real.
I love showcases. I love going to showcases. I love performing in showcases.
Sure.
Just to have different vibes on top of each other. Like, that's what I thrive on. That's genuinely what I thrive on, and it makes me want to do it. Like, you got to think about it. Just because I have the ability to do something doesn't mean I have to do it.
Right.
I don't have to do anything but die. I might not even have to do that.
Or
Elon over there doing some stuff. Yeah, they got something. Me and ChatGPT gonna be
ahead, bro.
one. We gonna be
real, bro. Absolutely.
like, I'm telling you, hey, I might try it. I don't know about the Neuralink brain chip,
Right,
but
right.
You never know.
You never know. You're right, bro.
My
You're in the middle of
ChatGPT,
it.
if you do 73
Right.
sit-ups every day,
Right, bro.
they might give me some knowledge that'll keep me going.
Real,
Hey,
bro.
I'm saying.
That's real.
I'm saying,
That's real.
but listen, man. I'm definitely all about understanding self.
Right.
That's so important along your journey, because how do you take it? All right, so look at it like this. You could have a car, right? But if you don't know the miles per gallon, you could just drive until it go empty.
Just go empty, right?
Damn, I gotta get some more. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But if you do know the miles per gallon, you could be strategic.
Prepare.
That's all I'm
Proactive.
saying.
Real.
Just be intentional. Be intentional with your life. Just understand it's a video game, dude. Like, you got control. Like, you have the controller in your hand, in your heart, and just do what you're supposed to do. It's no right. It's no wrong. Like, I could turn on a video game right now and just jump backwards the whole time. I don't finish nothing. Maybe you gonna finish. We could play same game,
Right.
and you gonna finish your level before I finish. But I'm still playing the level.
Still playing the level.
I'm just at a different pace than you. Same level, different pace. You on level 7. I'm on level 2. Right?
Same game.
But if we playing the same game, it don't have to be competitive just because we playing the same game. Finish your game, bro. Finish your game and get to the end and tell me how to get past.
Absolutely. Right.
Level
Each
6
one
and
teach
7.
one.
'Cause
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
People not thinking like that. People are so self-centered.
Is that a us thing? Is that our culture, or is that a us in the worldly?
I can't answer that, because I can only speak for myself, and I don't know many other cultures. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know in like Japan or China or something like that, they got like mandatory yoga breaks where like everybody in the country for like 40 minutes they like be outside.
Right. You right, bro. You right. You right.
Like, no disrespect to the ones that's really
Tap into
doing
yourself,
it,
bro.
but they got different. So I can't really say, man. Like for me, I know what I'm gonna do, and you know what I really learned along this journey, bro. It ain't everybody's job to teach. Like, you can get all the knowledge, bro. Get all the knowledge. Don't feel like you gotta teach it.
You don't feel like it has to be passed.
Nope. You could document it, write it down. That don't mean you have to take these 10 people, let me go save these people and teach them. A lot of people fall victim to that. And I'm gonna tell you.
Go ahead.
You take your journey and you getting all this knowledge, and you trying your hardest to make people feel you. You trying to make them feel you so you can give them this knowledge. You see them doing bad. Oh man, you doing bad here. Here's this knowledge. That motherfucker don't want it. They don't want that blessing. They can't accept that blessing because it's not time for them to have that blessing. So now you mad. you feel away.
And now you're resentful.
Now you're
'cause you
resentful
spent the time
because you didn't spend the time
trying to teach him that message. Wow.
Trying. What is trying? What is trying? That's a word. That word should not exist. That's not a real word.
I hate that word.
How do you try to do something? I'm about to try to drink this water. When I reached for it, did I try to drink the water?
Just did it.
If I do this, it ain't no way for me to try to drink this water.
Say so, bro. Right.
I mean, I tried to drink it.
Right.
No,
Right, bro.
I drink it. It don't matter if I drink it right. Ain't no right. I drank it wrong. Ain't no wrong.
Ain't no wrong.
You see what I'm saying? I drank it or I did not drink it. It's you do it or you do
don't
not
doubt
do it.
Absolutely.
It's no great, like, I don't know. It's not a cultural thing. It's that we accept gray. We accept gray. Black and white. Black and white. People always want to bend the rules. People always want easy street. Think it's sweet. Safe. Like, no, do it how you supposed to do it. Do it how you're supposed to do it. Don't cut the corner. Just be who you are unapologetically and do it how you're supposed to do it.
Wow.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Was it because it was hard? I got straight A's. That shit was hard. That shit was hard, but I figured out the system. You think I got straight A's because I'm smarter than everybody? I couldn't read. I couldn't really read. I couldn't do math.
Figured it out.
You want to know what I figured out? The system. I figured it out early. You want to know what I did? I did something most people didn't think to do. So I was in the library every day.
Right.
There was a lot of books. You know what books was in the library? The teacher's edition.
Always good.
Integrity.
The teacher's edition.
It sure were. That's real.
Teacher's edition.
Real, bro.
I'm the type of person, you know,
Always good.
you know how they got self-checkout?
Absolutely.
I'm the reason that they watch self-checkout more. Early though. Like, remember when they first introduced it?
2012,
When they first introduced it?
Well, it was like, okay, we'll see how this. Absolutely. Wow.
Okay, 12 pack of waters. Boop. Kool-Aid package. Okay. Steak.
Right.
Kool-Aid
Right,
package.
yeah, bro, real.
I bet y'all bought 300 Kool-Aid packages.
So we eat a ribeye tonight. So ribeye and Kool-Aid tonight.
I learned systems.
No, that's real, bro.
I worked in retail, so I knew about shrink budgets.
Absolutely.
I bet y'all know about shrink budgets. I get a game up.
Wow. What's your first job?
My first job ever was Krispy Kreme donuts.
Come on, bro. How did
Right
you do
there on
it?
Crenshaw and Martin Luther
Wow.
King. Yeah, if you know, you know.
Wow, you worked a late night or?
I actually worked early morning.
Gotcha.
So
Okay, so you had the coffee crowd.
I begged my mom, and this is 12th grade. I begged my mom to let me get a job because my mom provided as much as she needed to. My mom worked at the school.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? She was.
Is that Crenshaw High or?
Crenshaw High School.
Okay, that's
she
what's
was
up.
security at the school.
Come on.
And she was the softball coach.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
That's
she
what's
was
up. Definitely,
the
bro.
girl softball coach.
Did she play growing up?
She did.
Okay,
She
dope.
was
That's
man.
dope.
She's an LA legend.
Come
playing,
on,
playing
bro.
basketball.
That's
Yeah.
what's up. That's what's up.
Crenshaw High, she went to Crenshaw High School.
Dope,
you know what I'm
bro.
saying? She was number 33. That's,
Come on.
That, you know,
I love it. I love it,
yeah.
bro. That's dope.
But nah, she I was like, Mom, I want to get a job. I want to buy some Jordans. Everybody got Jordans. I want Jordans.
Speaking of, we're going to get into that, bro. You have a plethora of, look, I do my homework. You and the kids and wifey. I didn't see what I did. I'm like, he got every style from 1 to daggone 35. Bro, we gonna get into that
We
too.
can get into
but
it.
yeah, definitely, bro.
Hey, man, it's the
Bro.
reason behind the
That's
season.
real.
You
Go
know what I'm
ahead,
saying?
for
Everybody
sure.
got their season.
Absolutely,
And
bro.
it's the reason behind
Absolutely.
mine. You know
Real.
what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
But nah, man, first job, Mom's was like, you know what? You can get a job. 12th grade, you know what I'm saying? So I got a job at Krispy Kreme. I don't eat Krispy Kreme to this day.
Gotcha.
And for people like me that worked at Krispy Kreme, you shouldn't eat Krispy Kreme either. Especially the ones, I'm looking in the camera.
Yeah, right.
There's more cameras.
Right, that's you.
Especially the ones that's in the store.
Gotcha.
Like the ones in the little pack.
the little on the corner, the white little
In the white box that's like
By
it's
the
like
baby cake.
20 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't eat those.
Those are the
Don't eat none of them, but don't eat those especially.
Wow.
Though. It's like you gotta think about it, it's like the fast food of donuts.
Yes.
And the way that it's made, I just wouldn't eat it.
Wow.
Yeah, I just wouldn't eat it.
Versus like a Publix bakery is like, it's a totally different way.
Just Krispy
Fast
Kreme,
food.
the smell of it, like I get nauseous.
Wow.
But that was my first job. I was like I worked like on the line.
Gotcha.
Like it's like
Right.
Think about like the
'Cause
car manufacturing
Right.
plants.
Yeah.
It's like a donut manufacturing
Wow.
plant. Like a conveyor, come out, go on the little thing.
Right.
You gotta put the little dough on it, go through the thing, put the little cream on it,
Gotcha.
take it out, put it in the box, like all that.
Dang.
It'd be extra flavors on it
Right.
from the floor.
Not like this.
They come out too fast.
Yeah,
They be going
yeah.
falling. Can't waste them
Can't waste them.
because we got shrink. You
Yeah.
gotta know about the shrink.
Wow, bro.
Yeah, nah, shrink. Basically, if you don't know what shrink is how much you can waste.
Gotcha.
Shrink
Okay.
is how much can be stolen. Shrink
Gotcha.
is how much can be lost. There's a percentage of your total revenue that's called shrink.
That's even included in y'all's free donuts.
Yeah,
All of it as well.
All of
Gotcha.
it's like the donut. You know how many donuts Krispy Kreme throws away every day and cannot give them away?
Cannot give them away.
It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And
Wow.
I did not enjoy that job.
Gotcha.
I think I probably worked there for maybe like a couple months. Just my 12th grade
For sure.
year,
For
and
sure.
then after that, after that, I went to college. College, I came back. So then my first real job, I worked at the post office.
Gotcha. For
I
sure.
was a casual clerk.
Okay.
Post office. I sorted mail.
You saw everybody in the hood. Like you
Yeah.
you saw just about everybody that
You want to hear something? So I wanted to wear number 33, and this is a weird like correlation. Not weird. Nothing under God's sun is weird.
right.
But this was like a eye opener. All right. My mom wore 33
Right.
at Kershaw High School. So to honor my mom, I wanted to wear number 33.
Right.
I did not wear number 33. I did wear number 15,
Okay.
which was, 1 and 5. That's a 6.
Yes,
3 3.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I wore number 15. So 33 was unavailable because of the legend. Shout out to legend. I believe he rested in peace. But if
Okay.
he not, my
For sure.
apologies. But I do believe he rested in peace.
Okay.
John Williams.
Okay.
He wore number 33. So
Gotcha.
his jersey was retired, right? He was big, legend in LA. If you're watching this, look up John Williams, Crenshaw High School. I believe he went to UCLA, played
Gotcha.
in the NBA.
Okay.
Like he was a legend from LA.
Wow.
I'm at the post office working there, and one day, one of the biggest dudes I ever seen in my life, a bear. Like he's like
Gotcha.
6'9",
Right.
400 pounds,
Gotcha.
like huge
Right,
dude.
right.
Cause I'm big, I'm 6'6".
Right. This dude
But
had
to be bigger than me and like
weight,
you
100
gotta
pounds
like
on you, right.
turn to the side to get through the
Wow.
door. Like I'm like, this guy is humongous. And I look, I go up to him, I'm like, yo, you John Williams. John Williams working the same position as me
Wait a minute. This is at the post office.
at the post office. The legend.
What did that do to you?
I wanted to go to the NBA. Like, I didn't think nothing. Music was a surprise.
Gotcha.
Like, I'm talking about since I was a kid, it was NBA. Straight up and down. And I gave up on that dream. Obviously, when I got injured in high school,
Gotcha.
and I found my love for music, I just was tapped out. It was fun. I wanted it to be fun. So whenever I play with the homies, we fun. Oh man, we was
Absolutely.
the Harlem
Absolutely.
Globetrotters out
Absolutely.
here. What?
Right.
Lob City, like you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like we was Lob
Absolutely.
City before the Lob
For
City.
sure.
Shout out to homies.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right. That's real.
But once I made the decision that there were other things for me, and it came into the perspective of I struggled my life, might have even felt like a failure because I didn't fulfill my dream of going to the NBA. I couldn't wear the number I wanted in school because of you. And you here know better than me.
With me.
You here, right here with me. I'm training you.
Wow.
He asking me, hey, bro, what we supposed to do on this job? And he quit. Like, I think he quit that day.
Right, like
He knew it wasn't for him. He's a big old bear. He a big old, and then somebody didn't recognize him. He was out of there.
wow.
And it put it in perspective, like everything's not for everybody.
Real.
That was the perspective that I took. Everything is not for everybody. And you could live your dream, but you gotta wake up at some point. You feel me? Because maybe your dream is just that.
Say that one more time. You can live your dream, but you gotta wake up at some time.
At some point, you gotta wake up.
Wow.
Because your dream could be just that, a dream. You feel me? Real life and what God has for you could differ in every way.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? They say that God is a humorous God.
Absolutely.
You want to make him laugh?
Tell him your plans.
Tell him your plans.
Absolutely.
Tell him your plans.
Real, bro.
John Williams might have thought that he was going to be Will Chamberlain. You know what I'm saying? And life took him on his journey. You know what I mean? And I'm sure he learned from it, you know?
Wow.
But I had to learn from mine too.
Right.
And instances like that really showed me. Like, wow, this man could almost have a gym named after him. He got a jersey that nobody could ever touch ever again because of his greatness. But where did that take him? You see what I'm saying? It took him where he was supposed to go.
Where he was supposed to go.
Where he was supposed to go.
Wow.
You know, and it's all respectful. You
Absolutely.
feel me? But it's real. It's life.
Through your journey, you know, fatherhood, husband, you know, entrepreneur, friend to many, you know, on this grind daily, you making time for yourself?
Man, you know what's funny? The answer is yes.
Respect.
I had to actively acknowledge it though.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It takes an active effort. I've been getting back into playing video games again.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody online, look, I'm a real person. Universe the king.
For sure.
Universe, not universal king. Universe the king.
Real.
You see what I'm saying? On every single thing that I'm on, you can find me very easy. I play PS5, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got the PS5 Pro.
Come on now.
Yeah, I'm a gamer.
Yes,
I got the classic 30-year edition.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? I got the gray joint, the PS5 Pro.
Come on now. Yes,
I got
sir.
the controller and all that.
Real,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying? Like, I got all that. Cause
do you feel that keeps you out of trouble out here?
I don't get in trouble. I'm not a hangout dude.
Gotcha.
Like,
because
you got to understand, I'm an engineer as well. So like I'm like an audio dude.
Gotcha.
So I stay in the cave. Like
Absolutely.
I literally stay in the studio. I'm in the studio every single day.
Respect.
I'm in the studio every single day with what I do in my everyday life, outside of doing music, etc. Like my actual career is outside of doing music.
For sure.
Sure.
What do you what is your creative process? Like, do you like to record early morning, afternoon, evening, night, late night?
So it's funny. So my thoughts are best in the morning. I
Go
wake
ahead.
up every day like 4 o'clock in the morning. I get my mind right. You know what I'm saying? My meditation vibes, you know what I'm saying? I read, you feel me? I got a back problem. You know, I actually have sciatic nerve in my back.
Okay, gotcha.
So this is the longest that I've sat down in a while.
Gotcha.
I would have
bro.
said, hey man, let's get a standing
stand
bar,
bar, something,
and
right,
we just
yeah,
leaning over
right,
the thing. You know what I'm
right,
saying? But no, I got
Gotcha.
love for you. You feel me?
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? So we here sitting down,
Gotcha.
but I usually do like hot cold treatments. So I'll ice my back in the morning as I'm reading, as I'm scrolling, as I'm answering you, like whatever. So I'm about 4 o'clock in the morning. You feel me? After that, I'll do my electric. I got like a Neuro MD electric joint that I do, you know what I'm saying? And I stretch, workout, et cetera, right? I do all of this. I get whatever work done that I need. And then after my work is done, I'll make time for creative, all right?
Gotcha.
So the way that my mind works, everything is a system. So I don't necessarily have to, oh man, I gotta have the right environment. I gotta take a sip. I gotta smoke some weed. I gotta do whatever. Like, it's like a light.
Gotcha.
Like I could click it on, click it off. If I only have 10 minutes to be creative, I can be creative in that 10 minutes. If I have an hour, I can be creative in an hour. And I have a list of things that I do, and I'm very systematic.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to execute because the goal is to get it done.
Absolutely.
And so I'm going to execute. As long as it's written down and it's all great for me, you better watch out.
I love that.
You know
I interviewed somebody. They said they're, on their to-do list. The first thing on their to-do list is get everything done on your to-do list. And I took that, and that's what I do. I make sure I do it, bro. You gotta
That's
do
real.
it. Real, bro. I love that.
Just,
love that.
I mean, cliche, but Nike, just do it.
Just
Like, if you
do
don't
it.
understand,
Go ahead, bro.
you know what's
Real.
funny? Like the philosophies, like the slogans, not even philosophies. The slogans were deep philosophies, and we didn't even peep. We literally did not peep. It was clean cut and simple. Knowledge is power.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we get up out of here with this knowledge power. Like, but when you really think about it, it's like, oh wow, like, yeah, this is really, really deep. Because knowledge,
bro.
knowing is like, because if you don't know, then you ignorant.
That's so
You
true.
see what I'm saying? Like, if it's ignorance, then there's lack of knowledge.
Bro, go ahead.
Lack of knowledge. You see what I'm saying? So once you have the knowledge, you can do everything. You can do anything with it. It's about manifestation. Like that's the truth of this whole world, bro. Of this whole existence. It's about being a magician. It's about the magic. It's literally about what you can do to bring a thought to reality.
To reality. That's real.
That's what this
bro.
world is about. This is about the experience, right? What you go through, right? And you bring that forth from your mind.
Absolutely.
You are the representation of God here on earth. You're the physical representation of God. So everything that you do is for God to go back when you done to pull your tape and watch your file. That's what this is for.
Wow.
And if you're not doing it for that purpose, then what are you actually doing it for?
Besides your kids, what is your proudest accomplishment thus far?
Proudest accomplishment thus far, man, besides my kids, honestly, my marriage, man.
Respect, bro. Respect.
My marriage.
Respect.
Like
Respect.
that's the greatest. My wife is my best friend.
Come on, man. I love it.
My wife
I love
is my
it.
best friend. I'm her biggest cheerleader.
Come on, man.
Like, I'm gonna support this woman, like, regardless. You know what I'm saying? That's why we here in ATL, because my wife is awesome.
That's awesome,
And
bro.
she's doing great things in
Come
her
on,
career,
man. I
you
love
know
it.
what I'm saying? And it's been such a beautiful journey to say, we came here, we saw what we need to see, and we conquered. You know what I'm saying?
I saw conquer, bro. Real.
She literally got a great opportunity, and she was like,
right.
No, I don't want to leave LA. And you know, I was with her for a second, but
She from LA too?
yeah, we
Gotcha.
both from
Okay,
LA,
for
Lamert
sure.
Park. You know what
For
I'm saying?
sure, that's what's up.
We Lamert Park
Come on,
homegrown.
that's
You know
dope,
what I'm
dope.
saying? Yeah,
Did
yeah.
were y'all high school sweethearts or
Nah.
it's college?
We
or?
got a funny story.
Gotcha.
So we got a bunch of mutual friends. We both grew up in the same neighborhood.
For
All
sure.
that. Went to the same middle schools.
Okay.
Everything. Went to the same high school, etc. And we actually it's so funny. We just figured out so she has a version of the story. I have a version of
Gotcha.
the story. So she had a crush on me in high school, right? I'm in 12th grade. She in 11th grade.
Okay.
So
That's
you know
what
how
I'm
that
gonna
was.
ask.
And I had a
Okay.
girlfriend. I had a girlfriend at the time. too.
Gotcha.
So the last day of school, you know how it is. The 12th grader, last day of school, like
Turn up.
little,
It's-
you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm leaving,
Right.
And her and one of her friends come up to me, right? But I knew one of her friends, and one of her friends had a crush on me, and maybe she didn't know.
Okay.
But the friend had a crush on me, literally tried to get at me numerous times, and I'm like, nah, like, number one, I got a girl,
Girlfriend, right.
and I'm just not interested in you, right? So her story is that she came up to me, and I was totally like, oh my God, like, I ain't paying attention to her.
Gotcha. Right.
Like, I'm just in the trees,
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Like, and I just brushed her off. Like, that's
Gotcha.
her story. My story is that her and this annoying girl,
So you was playing it off.
I'm
Go ahead.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
just
like, you annoying. Like,
Gotcha.
can I help you?
Right.
I'm out.
Literally.
So,
I'm out,
so
literally.
she was trying to get at me at that time.
Gotcha.
I'm out. You know what
Okay,
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
So it was a miscommunication,
Right, right.
misconnection right there. You know, because that's my babe. You know what I'm saying? And we met. The other funny part of how we met, we actually reconnected on Facebook
Gotcha.
or whatever, right? We were probably friends for years on Facebook,
right.
and I fact checked that. We were friends
Gotcha.
on Facebook.
Real.
I think we were friends for like 2 years. She never liked a post,
Right.
never made a comment,
Right,
never nothing,
yeah,
right?
Of course.
But I want to say that I made a post that was like, I need to do a photo shoot. You know, I want to do a photo shoot. And she's a photographer,
Wow.
you know? She reached out. We was in the DMs. We linked up to do a photo shoot. Never did the photo shoot. And we've been together ever since.
Come on, bro. I love it, man.
It's only since that day we linked up, it's only been a few days that we didn't see each other, and it was because I was out of town or something like that. Like literally, probably like we've been married for 9 years.
Come on.
Oh yeah, we've been together for 13, and I want to say if I had to add it up, it might be 1 month total that we weren't together every single day.
Wow.
Yep, every single day. That's, my ride or die. We like Batman and Batman.
Respect, bro. I love
Not
it.
Batman and Robin, because, nobody is the
Right,
sidekick.
that's right, that's
so
right.
we like, we
Absolutely.
Batman and Batman from different, like, this is the best analogy that I got from me and my wife. So, comic book. So, I don't know if you watched the Loki series.
I did.
All right, so Loki series, and the whole Marvel thing is like just different dimensions,
Absolutely.
and different
Absolutely.
variants.
Absolutely.
All right, so with Loki, there were different variants of Loki, right? So there's a Loki, which is the main one, and then there's Sylvie, right? Sylvie is the female iteration of Loki.
Gotcha.
So they're the same, and they go through the same stuff, but just in different kind of ways. So the story plays out the same. It's like the story of Jesus.
Right.
It's like the story of Hercules, and like the story, like all of these
Absolutely
stories,
different.
the story of Buddha, the story, like
Absolutely.
they're all the story of Neo. You know what I'm saying? It's all one story, but because of the iteration, they go through different stuff, different way.
Gotcha, right.
But it's all still relative, right? I'm like the Loki, she like the Sylvie. We're one and the same.
Come on, man.
We're at two different points in life, and she experiences stuff that I've yet to experience, and I've experienced stuff that she's yet to experience. But we go through it, and we be like,
I remember that. I was there 2 years ago. Real,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying?
I love
Like,
it, bro. I love it. I love it. What? Just for both of us are married men. Like, just for the young man watching today, or the man contemplating it, or it's like, bro, like, you know how much doubt comes with it. What's that for him? Like who has one on his side that's ride or die, who's been there, but he just afraid to pull that trigger, like, man, because of this life we're in. What do you have for him?
honestly, you fear judgment. You fear judgment of what other people are going to say.
Wow.
But what somebody says about you is none of your business.
Go ahead.
What somebody thinks about you is none of your business.
Wow.
Unless they say it to you, then they make it your business. But guess what?
You
it's
have a
your
choice.
You see what I'm saying?
To receive it
You got
or to
you got a
neglect it.
choice.
Absolutely.
You got a choice, because remember, that frequency, it could be God or it could be the devil. You know what I'm saying? And you got to make the choice which one it is. You got to decide how to decipher the message. You got to connect with your higher level self to decipher that message. You see what I'm saying? Don't worry about what folks are saying. Like, worry about how it feels. Because you might forget a person's name, but you won't forget how they made you feel.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Real.
And if your special one make you feel that thing, just go. Me and my wife, we didn't have a wedding ceremony. We didn't do none of that.
We didn't either.
Listen, we was just
One.
It was that
bro,
one
like,
day.
Go ahead, bro.
She was at the beach.
ahead.
She was at the beach working out with her trainer. I'm just looking at her, back and forth, booty cheeks flapping. Just looking at her. I'm like, I hear you, God. I'm like, I hear you loud and clear. You know what I'm saying? She came over. I said, hey, I'm gonna ask you something. And you kind of can't really say no. I mean, you can say no.
Bar.
You can say no for sure. But what I'm asking you, you really cannot say no. All right, what is it? Let's get married right now.
Wow.
Let's go get married right now. Like, we can skip all of the hoopla. We can skip all of the planning and trying to spend some bread and da-da-da-da-da and do all this, that. We ain't even there yet. All this bread that we could spend, we gonna go buy rings.
Go ahead, bro.
We gonna go buy rings. You see what I'm saying? I'm on my second ring. I'm
Come
on
on,
my second
bro.
ring. She on her third.
My wife
You know what I'm
might
saying?
watch this. Look, what ring are you on? Like, real, bro. Real, but
Hey.
but I'm saying, like, we, often say, the wedding, the ceremony is for everybody else.
It's for the show.
It's for the
man.
show,
Listen,
bro. It is, bro.
I
like,
told you I'm the tallest man in the
Come
room
on,
every
bro.
time. I am the show. I don't
Real,
need
bro.
to prove nothing.
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 Bro.
Not nothing. Nothing.
Integrity.
Nothing. I don't need to prove nothing to nobody but myself and God. Literally, God, am I worthy? I want to do the best. Use me as a vessel to do great things. That's what I pray for. That's my biggest prayer. Use me as a vessel to do
Use
great
me.
things. Use me.
Wow.
I want to leave empty. I want to leave this earth feeling like I did everything I said I wanted to do. Because God put it in my heart. So why should I not want to do it? If it's in my heart, like really in my heart, killing nobody in my heart, stealing from nobody and doing somebody wrong.
Go ahead, bro.
It's just not in my heart, bro. Like, I like to smile. I like to laugh. Like, I like to have great, like them laugh. Like, I like to laugh so hard at something that I remember that time that I laughed so hard at something.
Absolutely, bro.
That's me, bro. Because I don't remember. I got a photographic memory, so I don't remember like specific things. Like, I can remember stuff, and when I do remember it, it's locked. Like, because I have an actual mental picture of it. So I'm gonna go for the experiences that I'm gonna remember, bro.
Real.
That's really what it is, man.
In life, do you regret anything?
No.
Real.
Nothing. Every happening has a reason.
Everything.
Every happening.
Real,
you know what I'm
bro.
saying? Like, the worst situations are your best situations because you're alive. You know, and if you didn't survive, it just wasn't in this dimension. It wasn't this iteration, because it's a million. It's an infinite amount of possibilities.
Absolutely.
Like, I can get up right now, stand on this table, do a backflip.
And it's like,
that's just one of the possibilities.
Bro, real, bro.
Because I can say I flipped, I landed. I flipped, I knocked everything down. I flipped and fell on my head. I flipped, or it was nice. I flipped and walked out the door. I flipped and tripped and bust through the glass. Like, it's so many different ones, bro. Like, we computers just process it.
Bro, that's why I had to get out the matrix, bro. Like, because bro, you realize, like, I feel.
Process it, bro. We're computers, bro. Just process it accordingly and live your life and win. Don't do too much. If it's a video game, you know how, like, when you hold the run button, eventually your run
gets depleted.
It's gonna get depleted, right, and then you jogging.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, don't run until you looking at your meters.
Wow.
You're you. So you're looking at your meters, right? Video game time is different than real life time, but time don't even exist. We probably have been here 7 hours.
Bro,
we don't even know. We don't even know.
Been rotating that.
It just feels how it's supposed to feel. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna go how it's supposed to go, and it's gonna be how it's supposed to be. And you got to take it like that. And if you don't take it like that, that's on you.
Real. Take us with you, man. You know, music off, driving down the highway. UTK, what's on your mind normally?
The first thing, because I just put myself in my whip.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Music off. Most of the time I'm driving, my music is off.
I know that.
The music's off.
Absolutely know that.
Or I definitely have like meditation vibes on. Like, I got a sound, so I got to speak all that.
For sure.
And I'm a bang out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a bang out for
Absolutely.
sure. But a lot of times I'm either in silence or I'm listening to like healing, you know, like audio therapy, etc. My first thoughts, sometimes it's, damn, I've been driving and I'm not listening to nothing. I enjoy this silence, or like, I can hear you. Like, that's the thought that I get a lot.
Real.
Like, I can hear you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, have you ever tried this? Have you ever tried to think multiple things at a time? You ever do that? You never do that?
I tried to purposely, but
not
it's
tried.
in us too.
So
it's in us.
Do you have you attempted to do like ABCs and count?
No. Like what?
It's just like mental training. It's just training for your brain to understand. So if you attempt to have multiple thoughts, it's cloudy in your brain. It's literally cloudy and it's pointless. So don't do it. All right. So that lesson is, don't do things that are pointless. Okay. Because I asked you if you've ever done it, because if you had done it, I would say you couldn't really do it
right
successfully.
Like, really,
you can do it, but you can't do it.
Absolutely.
You ain't gonna get too far. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it's people that can do it.
Right.
But if you're consciously doing something, do the thing that makes the most sense.
Real.
Don't sit there and attempt to think multiple thoughts, because that's nonsensical, right? If I'm sitting there driving, I'm gonna focus on where I'm going.
Absolutely.
What I need to do, what I'm going to this destination for, how long I'm gonna be there. I might be going through a list. I'm literally breaking down some type of system.
Absolutely.
some way
Being proactive.
for some reason.
Absolutely.
I'm actively in my thoughts. Every opportunity that I could be in my thoughts, I'm gonna be in my thoughts.
Real.
For sure. Like I don't have any shame about that. I don't have any doubts. I'm gonna think of something.
Real, bro.
I'm gonna
Absolutely.
think of something every time. And if you telling me something, you better expect me to say something back. I can listen. I'm a great listener. You know what I'm saying?
But I have to.
But oh, you saying something? Oh, you probably want an opinion. Oh, you probably want some thoughts. Oh, you probably want some words. I got you. But nah, yeah. If I'm rolling, I'm processing. I'm processing something for sure. Like
Who in this world knows you the best?
my wife, for
Real.
sure.
Respect.
Yeah, my wife. for
Respect.
sure.
Who in this world do you admire the most?
Who do I admire the most? So that's kind of a loaded question because I have multiple
Layers
answers.
of absolutely.
Yeah, it kind of depends.
It is hard.
It kind of really depends. Like if we talking about as a person, it'll be me.
Respect.
Like as a like a living human, it will be myself.
That's what
because I don't know other people. I only know the best version that other people show me. You see what I'm saying? So I know that dude in the mirror, and I know what I've been through. Like
So I admire you.
I admire me.
Respect.
Because I know what I've been through. I know what I've overcome. You see what I'm saying? That's what everything that I do is just about, like knowing that it's an A to Z. And
Absolutely.
everything in between is gonna happen. But when you get to that Z and you look at yourself like,
Real.
that's
bro.
that feeling. That's that feeling of being dope. Like that's my whole philosophy. Feels great to be dope. It's that feeling of dopamine. That feeling of just euphoria.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
bro.
And when do
Absolutely.
you get that feeling? When you've done it.
When you've arrived.
When you've arrived.
Real.
And that's what FGTBD is, you know what I'm saying? Like feels great to be dope, that feeling of accomplishment. And that's what I take that philosophy in every realm of my existence.
Wow.
You feel me?
Feels great to be dope.
Yes, sir.
What do you currently work? Because I know you mastermind. I know you have a lot in the works right
Mm-hmm.
now. What are you currently working on for? Well, we're in second quarter now.
Uh-huh.
Second and third quarter.
Man, honestly, I'm still pushing forward with Feels Great to Be Dope 3. You know what I'm saying? Like I really was gonna do. I got some music video ideas, you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? I was on a schedule, you know what I mean, and really being pressed to be within the schedule, but I had to really realize it's God's time at the end of the day. Something that even reached millions of people, you know what I'm saying?
Real, bro.
It's trillions of people
Come on,
in
bro.
existence.
Come on,
you know,
bro.
I've
Come
only
on.
reached certain people with certain things, you know, and I have to remember that. I have to scale it back. When you say, oh, be humble, that is my humble. Like realizing that there's more. And I don't know if that's being humble at all.
No, that is.
Like,
No, that is.
realizing
Like,
that
go ahead.
there is more. Like I haven't even kicked over the anthill yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I've only reached the scragglers, the ones the ants send out to go search for
figure it
stuff.
out, bring it
you
back.
know what I'm
That's
saying?
right,
Bring back
absolutely.
the chicken bone. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's a UTK. I'm telling y'all, it's a UTK over here.
I have a lot
absolutely.
more. I have a lot more to do. I have a lot more projects that are under my belt. I have completed projects.
Come on.
That I'm just like, I don't want to put this out unless I give it its due diligence. Straight up
Quality.
and
You wanna make
down.
sure it's
Quality projects.
presented the
I
right
want
way.
to continue to create. My brain never stops. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to challenge myself and do things I've never done.
Real.
Like I've written multiple scripts.
Come on.
Like I'm talking about actual movie scripts that folks have read it and they're like, yo,
Wow.
this is your first script? I'm like, yeah. I wrote,
Wow.
oh man, how long it took you? 2 weeks.
Wow.
Like, yeah, I wrote my first script in 2 weeks.
Come on.
I'm talking
Is this
about 2
something,
weeks.
2025, were you gearing up, going to start pressing towards this? Or do you have like you want everything to be done,
honestly,
decent and in order?
I take the opportunity when it comes at me.
Gotcha.
You know, if I have an opportunity, it's either an opportunity that I have and then boom, I'm gonna execute. Or it's just like a jolt of inspiration out of nowhere. Like I could wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and just be
Just
like, man,
go.
I got this idea.
It's crazy.
I did that one time before the whole AI craze. I promise you, I got it in my phone. Before the whole AI craze of, oh, you can use the voice, or you can have AI write this or do this, da da da. Like it was out, but this is before it really broke. I promise you, I bought a website domain. I wrote an idea down. I did all of the everything. It was literally a stroke of genius.
UTK, is it better to be loved or respected?
Love.
Go ahead.
Love.
You're one of the I've interviewed 175, 80 people. You're one of the 1 of 5 who've said love.
Love.
Explain.
Love is the most powerful emotion.
Come on, bro.
Love is how you manifest. Love is how you manifest. Now, what are you gonna do with respect?
Go ahead.
You can be greedy with respect. You can
Integrity.
you can do all of the worldly, humanly, whatever here on this physical plane, right? For sure, with respect. But with love, with genuine love is something that you can't even really put words to. It's a feeling. It's the feeling.
It's the feeling.
It's
It is
the feeling, like
covers the multitude of sin.
like Jesus laid down on the cross because he loved. He loved. And if you can't understand that love is the answer,
Wow.
I pray for you.
Wow, brother.
I pray for you, for sure.
I love and respect that answer,
Man,
bro. Real,
blessings.
bro.
Sending you love right back.
Real, bro.
It's love every single time. I'm gonna choose love every time. Like I know what Mac 10 say. I'd rather be feared than love, or that's Dub C. I'd rather be feared than love with a pocket full of dubs. I grew up like that. I grew up thinking like that.
I got
I'd
you.
rather be feared than love with a pocket full of dubs, and I get that for sure. I wanted to. The one thing I wanted most was to be rich and famous, right? But now that I've seen what fame is for myself, for other people, etc., I've seen what riches look like for myself, for other people, etc., and experiencing love. See, you don't see what love is. No, you experience love. You don't experience being rich. Like, no, you are that. You see what I'm saying? But you can't necessarily be love. You can't be love. You feel love. You know, this is an experience. Life is an experience. So we're feeling something, and it has to be love.
Wow.
Like, you shouldn't even put them two together. Love or respect it. They shouldn't even. They're not
Even of the same.
No. Like, you actually can have both. Like, they're on two totally different spectrums.
There's no wrong answer. It's just
there is no right answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, it's just an answer. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna choose love for sure.
Respect,
love, that's how you manifest, bro. When you feel joy, you know what joy is,
Go ahead, bro.
You know how powerful joy is, like happiness, bro. Like, people don't understand the power of it.
I often say, like, how do people wake up? Wake up! The day they're not even given this day was not even promised to you. How do you wake up without joy in your spirit?
But see, people haven't been through enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've dealt with loss. I've dealt with death. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, like, I want to give a heavenly shout out to my grandmother. You know, my Grammy. You know, she just passed away. Her ceremony is today.
Oh wow, bro!
It's happening right now.
Wow.
Believe it or not, I kid you not. I kid you not. My grandmother's homegoing ceremony is happening right now.
How do you keep that this level of?
I'm tapped in with my grandmother. I'm spiritually tapped in with my grandmother. Like, I'm tapped in with God, so I'm tapped in with her. She is her higher level self right now. She is the best version of herself right now. And I can feel it, and I know it. And she understands, and she's happy, she's proud. She every day I talk to her, every time I talk to her, she was proud. She was 90. She would have actually, her birthday's tomorrow.
Come on.
And she would have been 94.
That's beautiful, man.
Or maybe 94. No, it should have been 94.
That
should have been 94 years
beautiful.
old, yeah. It's like, how can you be upset? Like, you almost can't even be sad. Like, she lived like,
bro, go ahead.
Life. She lived a hundo years. Like,
It's amazing, bro.
that is like, what? Like, you gotta applaud that.
Absolutely, bro.
You gotta applaud, like, just
Knowing
going
what she's
through
been
and
through, bro,
living
like-
living life.
Woman was born in the Great Depression. Like, she grew up in something different, completely survived and was able to live a fulfilling life, man. Like,
And see her, she had what? Did she have greats? She had, for sure, obviously, grandkid. I think she had a great. No, I think she had a great. Yeah,
right.
I think she had a
Wow,
great, like a grandkid that had a kid. No, grandkid that had
No,
kid that had a kid.
yeah, exactly. It's almost as if your baby girl or baby boy had a kid, it would be like that.
I think
Yeah.
there's one.
Wow,
I think
bro.
she had a great. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? And it's just,
That's amazing.
I understand
bro.
legacy, you know what I'm saying, and leaving your impact. You know what I mean? When you leave an impact on somebody, you leave an impact on their heart.
Come on, bro.
On their heart, and it's love. We could relate it back to the love. You know what I'm saying?
You are the man you are for your wife and children because of that love and legacy she left.
Yeah.
Respect.
It's in my heart. It's literally in my heart. I love the elders. I'm an energy
Absolutely.
person, you know.
Absolutely.
I'm an empath, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm tapped in spiritually, and so I could feel the energy, and I like to receive it. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite characters from X-Men, her name is Rogue.
Shout out to Rogue, man. Come on, bro. Yes,
Shout out
sir.
to Rogue.
Tell her she know what you're thinking, bro. Yes, sir.
So Rogue, you might be thinking of Gene.
No, I'm thinking about Gene. You're right. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. You're absolutely right. I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
I'm thinking about Gene. You're right.
You're not
You're
wrong
right. Yes,
because watch this. See,
Right.
look, this
Go ahead.
Rogue, when she touch you, right, she can get your powers.
Yes,
She
that's
can
what.
use your
Absolutely.
powers. So
Absolutely.
she can understand. So she do essentially know what you're thinking. She does essentially know what you're thinking. She knows everything that you could do.
She used to use Wolverine a lot.
And I like that. I like that element of being able to be around somebody, connect with somebody, and then being like, oh, I could vibe with you.
Absolutely.
That's how I take it, because you moving like this person moving like
bro.
this,
Yes.
and when y'all come together, and then y'all kind of figure it out.
Yep. Yeah,
and
bro.
then y'all get
like
on
this
the same
bro,
thing.
It's not real, bro.
Absolutely. It's going. You know what I'm saying? So it's deeper than, oh, you could touch somebody and take their power. Like it's deeper than that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I understand systems. I break down systems. So connecting with you, it's like understanding the system. Like it's another show called Heroes. You know what I'm saying? On Heroes, it was two heroes. They kind of did similar things. One was Peter Petrelli, and one was Siler.
Gotcha.
Right? Peter Petrelli was like the good version, and Siler was like the bad version. They both did the same thing. They come in contact with somebody, they can do their power.
Gotcha.
But Siler's difference, and I feel like I'm closer to Siler.
Are you saying like it's like a good cop, bad cop? But they kind of okay.
They do the same thing, but the difference with Siler was that he had to kill the person.
Gotcha.
And I don't kill the person, right? But Siler only had to kill them because he had to open their head and then look in their brain to understand how they did their power.
Wow.
Peter could just be around you and just
Gotcha.
do it, but
Okay.
he don't know how they did it. But Siler is like,
architect. He
I
literally-
get how you do it.
really-
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So I'm more like
Gotcha.
Siler, but I don't kill you off. You feel me?
But you will.
But I will understand.
down
I'll
and
break
figure-
you down and figure it out.
real,
You know, it's
bro.
part of my MC thing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I break you
Absolutely.
down and like, I see your angle. I got you. You know what I'm saying? And it's my choice whether I vibe with you or not. You know?
Do you feel like life is like chess?
It can be, you know, but it's about the perspective. Because it could be checkers. It could be easy. Like, why do we think life
Why does it
has
have to
be
be
complex?
so complex?
Why
When
do
you're
why do we think
you're
that?
in the matrix? No, it's real, bro.
Why?
Real.
Why do we think that? Like, you know, as though and shout out to Will Smith, but I'm not a fan of everything that he's doing right now. But he did something that was dope. And in his Matrix video, he took both of the pills. And I know Will Smith knows that that's a bar. He knows what that means because in the movie and for all of these years, you'd be like, oh man, you can only take one of the pills. You gotta pick the red or the blue pill. Nah, man, I'm gonna take both of them. And I'm gonna just see what happens. Or you could have took none of them.
Wow.
You gotta think like that. You gotta think on the level like you can make a choice and the pressure is on you that the choice is absolute. But you could be the wild card and do something that's never been done before. And that's what I love to do. I love to do what's never been done before, you know what I'm saying? So
Respect, bro. Respect. Time or money? Which one means most to you?
time.
I knew you would say that.
Time.
Why is
Time.
that?
And the reason is because time is only in this life, only in this existence. So you got to make the best of it. Don't you realize time go faster? And then just another one of them young quotes
Right,
they told
right.
us. Time flies when you're having fun.
Absolutely.
Do you really get what that means?
Go
Like
ahead,
you've
bro.
been at work, you've been in class, you've been whatever.
Come on.
And then you be like, oh my God, it's dragging on. And you look at the clock, 5 seconds then went by. You like, man, I swear it was about 20 minutes.
That's right.
And it was 5
You saying
seconds.
something.
You fall asleep in class, bam. Man, I swear I'll sleep 30 minutes. No, you'll sleep for 3. You'll sleep 3 minutes. And the time is only going by when you feeling joy. I can't explain that aspect of it. I can't, it's not for me to, everything ain't for you to explain.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Time will go by when you're enjoying it. You feel me? Like, it's been so many movies that I didn't watch. I'm like, damn, it's over that quick. Like, it didn't been 40 minutes.
Real,
and I'm
absolutely.
like, damn, how did I watch this whole episode? Like, damn, I thought it was good. I thought it just started. Like, you got to understand, man, when you enjoying your flow, it's like upstream.
Go ahead.
It's like going upstream.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? In a boat. Cause you're on a boat, you know what I'm saying? But when you're on a boat going upstream, you're gonna go faster than what, how many notches on your, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go with it, and you gotta understand that you are going with it, regardless. There's no way to go the other way.
No way.
You cannot go against the current. You cannot go against the current. That's not flow. I mean, you know what? That was absolute. You can go against the current. But why? Why do something that's nonsensical?
That meter.
That's like trying to think multiple thoughts in your head at the same time and just ignoring the cloud of thoughts. It just doesn't work like that.
Do you feel like, I've listened to your music, man. I know your music, like, because you're tapped in on a different level.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say, let me see, who can I put up? Just gonna say, the way you describe, the way you go about music, the way you, and it's so dope. It's so different.
Thank you.
Appreciate it's
blessings, yeah.
So different. Like, how do you realize you are an anomaly? Do you really know that you are like that?
I honestly, to be honest, I like to think of it that way. Like, I like to think of it in ways of, I understand that there are anomalies. So why not me? Why not me? Like, if I'm playing the game and I'm the main character, right? I am the Neo of this matrix. You could be the Neo of your matrix. I'm not in your matrix. I'm in my matrix. You see what I'm saying? So think about the movie The Matrix and the main character being Neo, right? But then the larger thing of it is that, the Matrix is a simulation, right? So a simulation is a game.
Absolutely.
It's really a game. So now, let's say that the game is the whole Matrix, right? There's particular characters, right? But now let's say that the game is Grand Theft Auto, right? So you got the game, I got the game, everybody could have the game, right? And we could play it, and we got the choice to have these same characters and storylines, et cetera, et cetera. But your game, you're going to play it different. So in your game, you're the Neo.
Gotcha.
Because that's your game. In my game, I'm the Neo because it's my game. And we can play together. When we play together, you're whatever character that you choose.
Right.
You're doing whatever role that you want. But when you playing your game, bro, you are the Neo, bro.
Real, bro.
Why not you? Why are you not Neo?
Do you feel like people own it?
I feel like most people fear it because their circumstance will tell them that they're not it. Most people's circumstance will tell them they are not it. You are not enough. You got to do more. You don't got enough. You ain't got enough Air Force Ones. You got to have 3 pairs
for the day.
For the day, and keep changing them when they start to get hot on your feet. Like, you got to realize you are the one. You are it, and you have to accept it and unapologetically accept it. Be humble. No. You are him. You are her. No. You are they, them, whatever title you want to put. You are that. You feel me? And until you realize that, you gonna be going in a circle. And I ain't talking about the victory lap.
Right.
No, I'm talking about literally like running in the circle,
your tail, right.
chasing your tail for sure. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Not making no progression. You feel me?
What do you victory lap, just this whole essence. You could say it's a 20-year veteran who's been perfecting the craft, like, and you're still doing it. Like, we spoke about your, scale 1 through 10, your grind, 33, spoke about what drives you. For the new fans that's watching, who is tapped into the new UTK, like, what do you have for them? What do you have for them pushing forward? Like, why should they become a new interest in your brand and who you are?
Realistically, it's if you want to know me, then it's about understanding the system of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like the type of person that I am, I'm gonna go understand the system of something else. I'm of those systems. You see what I'm saying? And if you're the person that go to the store and say, oh wow, this 3,000 piece Lego set, damn, I want to buy this so I could put together 3,000 pieces, even though this is gonna take some time and effort, and I'm gonna have to invest in this. If you're that person, then tap in.
Wow.
Because there are layers. It's not going to just be, oh, the first time I heard it, that was the best thing I ever heard. Like, no, it's not for that. Could be, but it's up to you to decide what it is. Wow. It's for you to invest your time.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking for folks that want to find something that is different, that is not going to be everything.
In that Fruit Loops box.
You see what I'm saying? It's not. It's not at all. Like, I literally take pride in being authentic. I take pride in being an original. You see what I'm saying? If I gave you like my top 5,
I was gonna say your Mount Rushmore. We'll give you 5. Give you top 5.
If I gave you my top 5, growing up though,
yes.
Maybe not. I'm about to go put them up.
Right. Yeah. Now they're your peers.
Put them on when I roll up. Like,
right.
Nah, look, all respect, and these is like my hip hop aunties and uncles, like for real, respectfully. Missy Elliott.
Come on.
I'm gonna say Busta Rhymes. I'm gonna say Red and Meth together. You know what I'm saying? Because it's different.
Yes.
It's Red and Meth
like,
together,
yes,
blackout. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna say, man, I would want to say Ludacris.
Come on, bro.
You feel me? And then I would realistically, my 5th would be Eminem. Easy.
Bro,
Easy.
I am, and I'm the farthest west you went was Eminem.
Yeah.
And I was literally like, okay, I'm waiting for that West Coast.
Yeah.
But just through my research, I do research.
Yeah.
You are a student.
Yeah.
You love hip hop.
I love hip hop.
I
love Snoop Dogg,
bro. But I'm just
Tupac,
I'm
Dr.
saying,
Dre, like all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, listen.
I even heard how you spoke on, one of your legendary. You was able to go to, New York in crazy show. Just like how you was like, I'm hearing the essence of where this all started.
Yeah.
You are a student. You understand where, and then saying now you're bringing it down south a little further, Virginia. You say you're Missy, then you go and be Redman, New York. But it's like you not saying against the West, but I'm just saying you just named all kind of different territories. Being from the West Coast, it lets you know that you really are hip hop.
So everybody, every coast, every section, region, whatever, gave their thing to hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The thing that you'll hear in my music from where I come from is the beat selection. It'll be West Coast gave you the funk and basically West Coast gave you like bass line in rap. You see what I'm saying? Like the funky bass line in rap music that comes from the West Coast.
Eminem.
You see what I'm saying?
Eminem
definitely has that because of Dr. Dre.
Absolutely, that West Coast.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And then what I love most about hip hop is the beat is so dope, but the way that you approach the beat makes it even doper. You see what I'm saying? I told you I love the posse cuts. I love to hear how you gonna come on that beat.
Go
How
ahead.
you gonna come out?
Go
How you
ahead.
gonna? How you gonna?
Absolutely, bro. Go
What you-
ahead.
what-
What you? Go ahead.
I know
All
what I
right.
can do.
I
I
know
know.
what I'm-
I heard what they
absolutely,
did.
bro.
What you gonna do on that beat? I love ciphers. I love ciphers. I love the hip hop award ciphers.
Come on,
I
bro.
love shout out
West Coast-
team backpack.
West
you know
Coast
what I'm saying?
always does the best. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to the BET, whatever it is, ciphers, like West Coast always shows out.
Because we understand. Like
Man.
I ain't gonna lie. Like West Coast rappers, like it's different. It's a little bit different now because the way that the industry is, it's people follow like what works.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But West Coast had a certain, and we always will have a certain lingo and a certain swag that we bring to music. So it wouldn't matter what kind of track that we rapped on.
Right.
We could make it sound great. But when East Coast would like rap on a West Coast beat,
Right.
you could tell.
You can fit.
You could fit.
Absolutely.
Like you ain't.
It's like,
ain't
you know,
riding at a certain man,
real,
like-
bro. Right.
Yeah, and
right,
that's
right.
no disrespect to nobody, but I just feel like the West Coast got a certain type of bop
Absolutely,
that
bro.
we pick within it. Be like this little melody right here.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
know.
Like I'm over, you know, hey.
He like, hey, come on, I'm with.
Like have to sample that, you know what I'm saying? Like I hear the bass line, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
like,
bro.
Like that's
right.
That's just what I'm listening for, you know what I mean? But as an authentic,
Right.
original like personality, like I have my own talent. Like my goal was to sound different than everybody else. Like my goal was to say, oh, you did that? All right, let me show you how I can do it.
Gotcha.
My goal has never been, oh, you did that? I'm about to do that too.
Yep.
I never understood why people would say I want to do that too, because that is definitely comparing your blessing to somebody else's.
Wow.
And I just don't do that. I just do not do that. Like your blessing is your blessing, and I want to praise you for that.
Real.
And I'm gonna go have my blessings because my blessings are in abundance.
Absolutely.
And so why do I even need to compare my blessing to yours? Like have yours.
That's real.
Have
bro.
your blessing, bro. Like I praise you for your blessing and live in your greatness. Like I send you blessing.
Wow.
I have so many blessings.
It
I'll
takes a lot
send
of-
you some.
I'll send you because
And I
I'm
got more.
fulfilled.
I got
Real,
more.
bro.
It's unlimited. It's an unlimited amount of blessings out there, and you shouldn't feel
feel like
otherwise.
I'm taking because
No.
I'm in my greatness. I'm taking away from yours.
You will
Wow.
never. You can't. You cannot. You cannot curse what God has already blessed.
Wow.
So you cursing me will be taking away my blessings.
That's real.
You see what I'm saying? You cannot do that. How?
Wow. I love that, bro. I love that. I
Hey,
love
man.
that. You spent a little time in the Bay Area.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro. When I was in the military, I was stationed in Alameda.
Okay.
So I
Oh
was
yeah.
there for about
Man,
a year.
I was right there.
Yeah, I was a year.
I was in Berkeley.
So you was right, bro. So, bro, one thing I loved about the Bay, I was there for a year and a half.
Okay.
Bro, East Oakland, Berkeley, Alameda, and look, even Sacramento came down to the Bay Area a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, and we used to party out there too, just an hour drive.
Yep.
Bro, one thing about is the community, bro. Like,
Man, listen.
the
listen, bro.
community is the clubs,
bro.
the love.
I was blessed.
Bro.
I was blessed. I moved to the Bay in 2003.
Gotcha.
So I did a program. I went to UC Berkeley.
Okay, for sure. That's what's
So,
up.
yes,
Okay,
sir.
for sure. What was your major?
African American Studies
Come
and
on, man.
Sociology. Yeah.
So, just like you say that.
Yeah,
Oh, I love
yeah.
it. I love it.
So I moved out there in 2003. I was in Summer Bridge. So Summer Bridge is basically summer school before your first semester.
Gotcha.
So I got to do a semester right out. I'm talking about fresh out of high school.
Right.
So I think I graduated in June, and
Come
I was
on.
already enrolled in July.
Gotcha. Okay. So,
So,
you was really okay.
I was really, really, really there.
That's
This
dope.
is July of 2000. What is 2003?
Gotcha.
And so
Wait, you class 03?
I'm class of 03.
I am too, bro.
Man, hey, come on now. Come on now. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Represent
That's
for
dope,
the
bro.
03.
03.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir, bro.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir.
85.
Come on,
85,
84
yeah.
December.
Hey,
That's
come on
what's up,
now.
bro, for
Come on.
sure. That's
Come on.
what's up.
What sign are you?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Yeah, what are you?
November 30th.
So you are, is that
I'm
Scorpio?
Sagittarius.
Oh, you are? You,
But I'm actually officious.
what does that mean? It's like right.
So it's the
Go ahead.
officious is the 13th sign. It's the so they want to say that like Pluto isn't a planet, so there are only 12 planets, but it's actually 13 planets
ahead.
or something. Or no, Pluto they don't count Pluto, but
Because it's-
also it's another planet, a Sirius, whatever they
Right.
call it, the the hidden planet that's in a weird orbit.
Gotcha.
That's the 13th
Wow.
planet or something like that.
Wow.
Ophiuchus.
Gotcha.
It's
okay.
a whole nother sign. You know
Wow.
what I'm saying? And it's in the middle. It's pretty much, I want to say it's the 26th of November to like the 10th of December or something like that. Yeah, something like
That's
that.
dope. That's dope. So right before the
real, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
That's
so,
dope, bro. That's dope. Yes, sir.
But I went to Berkeley, you know what I'm saying? And it was right at the height of the hyphy movement. So the hyphy movement hadn't hit the world yet. It hadn't hit the world. Like people
Bro, it was I know,
but when
bro.
it did, I was one of those, oh, y'all just now hearing that? Like,
wow. Yeah, come on, bro. Yes, sir, bro.
I've been listening to that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
bro.
Like,
yeah.
nah, like I'm talking about like as big as like E40 went with like Tell Me When to Go.
Absolutely.
And like the way that the Southern culture from like Atlanta, like Lil Jon was collabing with the Bay Area artists and stuff like that. That sound right there, I was in the ethers of that sound. And it was just like a whole culture shock because Bay Area culture and LA culture are night and day.
Bro, it is two different. I say it's different states. You know, like
For sure.
For the mileage wise,
you can split Cali. You can split Cali in half.
Absolutely, bro.
And nobody will notice.
And the crazy part is, you know, we was dry docking San Diego. San Diego even feels like an outcast from LA.
It does.
And it's just, you know what I'm saying?
It
like
does.
they even consider themselves like a whole different.
No, for real.
That's
I'm
real,
telling
bro.
you,
That's
it's
real.
like that. It's real territorial and just moving to the Bay, bro.
Wow.
And like real, like, cause the Bay different. Like you will rub shoulders. Like I can't speak on now, but in the early 2000s, bro, you could be walking down the street and E40 be walking down the street.
Bro, absolutely.
Like it didn't matter.
Bro.
It didn't E40. It didn't matter that he was E40. Like he just walking down the street because he wanted some pizza. Like you know what I'm saying? Like because it was a store over there that sold electronics. Like
bro.
he there. He walking. What's up? I'm E40. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
I've rubbed shoulders with so many legends in the Bay.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I've literally done shows and all
bro.
type of situations in the Bay, and it just showed me a different side because LA, the culture is different.
It is,
It's just
bro.
not. It's
It
just not.
is, man.
LA culture doesn't embrace the way that Bay Area culture does.
That's so true.
Yeah, it's
And I
just
think it's
more
because of that-
standoffish. Like,
yeah.
who is you, nigga?
The diversity too is different. Like you know, I used to get my haircut literally in East Oakland, the roughest of the rough. You know, like and it's but they open arms, bro. That everybody embrace you, tell you where to go, where not to go. Oh, you know, but yeah, bro, it's like it was love over there, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and it was just different. The club scene, so many different club scenes, like. But yeah, it was love out the Bay. It was love out the Bay.
Nothing,
for sure.
nothing but love for the Bay. Shout out to the Bay,
Yes,
everybody
sir.
from the Bay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, E40, you watching this? Yo,
Come
I
on
got
now.
a track called Slapper. Listen, you created the lingo.
Wow.
I would love for you to hop on that
on,
Slapper
bro.
remix. Let's go.
That'd be hard. That'd be hard.
Hey, it would be
Yes,
crazy
sir.
hard.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm
One
saying?
time,
I definitely would love something like that. I would love. See, that's my thing. I would love to collab. Like I really believe. So, Feels Great to Be Dope 3 is my last album.
Come on. Wait a minute. This
Feels Great to Be Dope 3 is my last album. And the reason why is I never like doing albums.
why is that?
I don't like selling music.
You are really here for the art.
I
Really
I never have liked selling.
Basquiat type,
Listen. If you go back and listen to my first Feels Great to Be Dope, right? 2024, Feels Great to Be Dope. Even on the title track, Feels Great to Be Dope. I say Feels Great to Be Dope, mixtape. It was a mixtape. It was literally a mix. But my thing was, and this was a thing with Nipsey as well. We were doing mixtapes that had original music.
Bro, go ahead.
I'm talking about we got beats nobody never heard. We not just rapping over other people because a mixtape
like the Lil Wayne. You think about Lil Wayne mixtape?
No.
This is like
this is a project. This whole album is a project. I literally had a listening party.
Wow.
No, the way I do my listening parties, I'll go in the cave for like months and just work. I got all these songs. All right, hey, let's get everybody together, and then we gonna let people hear this album that we gonna put out. Well, mixtape that we gonna put out.
Right.
Cool. We book the studio. We get everybody to come out. It's probably like 50 people. Nobody knows what they about to hear. They don't even know I was working on a project.
Wow.
Like they barely knew I was Universal King because I had just changed my name.
Gotcha, for sure.
They came out and I'm like, boom, I press play. talking about we going in, like everybody loving it, like, oh my God, this is going crazy. Got some slaps, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
By the end, after the response and everything, people like, man, where can I buy this? Where can I, you know what I'm saying? Oh no, it's a mixtape, I got you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come out. I'm gonna give you a copy. Management was like, shout out Tristan Williams, you know what I'm saying? She doing her thing. Listen, she was my manager, and she was like, hey bro, nah, they only gonna value you as high as you set the tone.
Go ahead, bro. You saying something.
They're only gonna value you as high as you value yourself, though, right? And then I took that and I was like, damn. I was like, this is not a mixtape, bro. Like,
Integrity.
what are you doing? Like, they need to pay for this. Like, you put your effort in this.
into it.
Like, this is your art. And like, they're literally, I'm like, nah, but I just want people to hear it. I just want to know people think it's dope. Like, yeah, they can think it's dope, but they gotta pay for that. Like, value yourself. Like, you know,
bro,
put tax on it. Like, whatever you think is worth, put tax on it. You know what I'm saying? And from that, I was like, all right, for sure. Well, we gonna do an album. In that process of saying, well, shit, if I'm gonna sell this, I'm gonna have to package this for real. I went back in. I think the first version of it might have been maybe like 9 tracks or something like that.
Okay.
I took some tracks off.
Okay.
Added some new tracks. I ended up with 15 tracks.
Okay, for sure.
But 12 tracks were on there, but 3 bonus tracks.
Okay.
So I did this campaign. I did a campaign, and I got real big into campaigns and marketing and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So I did a campaign with 3 different songs, right? And it was basically, which song do you like better? Right? So I'm putting out the different songs. Hey, which song do you like better? Hey, person listening, person I might know, person that's my homie, person that's my friend, person that I don't know, new fan, old fan, which one you like better, right? It was all just a marketing thing,
Absolutely.
Just to create buzz. I'm working
getting
on
that feedback.
Feels great to be dope. Da 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 da. The song, all 3 of them did well. That was the idea was for all 3 of them to be well, and the answer to be, we can't decide which one we like better, right? So because of that, and this was a trick. This was a trick of the trade, and I don't know if people know this. All right, so you've released music, right?
Have I?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Well, you know,
So-
as an executive producer, yes.
All right. So
yes.
if you release something to like the DSP, Spotify, whatever, right? They have what's called the ISRC. You know what that is, right?
Yes.
It's like the barcode.
Absolutely. You kind of tell where you're going with this music.
So it'll basically show this music is logged into this
category
Absolutely. Right here because of this ISRC,
Absolutely.
right? So if you promote a song, right? Let's say I promote one song, right? And that song gets 10,000 streams, right? And I promote another song, and that song gets 10,000 streams.
Right.
And I promote another song, and that song gets 10,000 streams, right? And then I put those songs on an album that I'm gonna release, right? With the same ISRC.
Yes.
When you release the album, you already got 30,000 streams for that album.
Genius.
So opening day, you got 30,000 streams for the album. And if you don't know that, now you know.
Gems, that's real.
And you could do that as many times as you want. You could take, and don't do it. You might not want to do it like this, but you could take your old songs, like you could put out an album and then put the old songs from your old albums on this album.
That did well. Or you saying
did well.
Right.
That did well. Put them on a new album with the same ISRC. Put new songs and then put them songs at the end. Bonus tracks.
Bonus track.
But
it computes.
It'll compute
into the physical.
Into the next, and you just keep rolling it over and just more streams. You know what I'm saying? Now, do that help you? It depends on the rest of your marketing.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? But it'll show relevance. It'll show relevance in the algorithm of, hey, this thing is popping when it comes out.
Which they will do their job.
They'll do their job
now because it's
and
popping.
now they'll show it to the people that might, according to the algorithm, enjoy your music. You see what I'm saying? I was doing stuff like that.
How are you? You know, you're independent. Would you sign with a major?
Probably not.
you don't think even right to the current. You don't want
It would have to benefit crazy. Like it would have to be like beneficial. Like sometime I would have to get something. Like you have to tell me like, man, your house is paid for and you don't have to pay. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have to be something like cut and dry. You know, like I would definitely have to benefit from it. Like I understand how you can benefit from me. You feel me? So because I'm giving you something, you're gonna definitely have to give me something right here, right now. Like I know how the 360s work. I know how the deals work. Like I understand it.
Say my first rodeo. I know what's going on.
It's definitely not like I could go to a bank. Like I don't know if people really understand like what a deal is. You see what I'm saying?
A major loss loan.
It's a business loan.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman.
Come on now. Absolutely.
If I go incorporate myself as Wendell, right? Wendell LLC now.
Right.
Like, cause I'm Wendell, but I'm Wendell LLC now, right? And now let's talk in terms of like labels. Like a label's a business, right? And they've done business in the past. They've made millions of dollars. They probably got a bank account. They probably have a track record and business credit.
Right.
So I wanna make money with more money. So I'm gonna come to you because you got a product, right? And I'm gonna say I want to sell your product to my audience, right? So I'm gonna make a deal.
Right.
I'm gonna make a deal with you, right? So I'm gonna say, hey, bank that I've made deals with in the past, I'm about to make a new deal, right? I need some money to start a new business, right? I need a business loan to start this business. What's this business? Well, based on my other businesses, this one is very similar, okay? This business has this, right? This is how we're going to do business.
Right.
Based on this collateral that I have right here, you should give me this amount of money, and this is what we're going to do with it, right? Oh, yeah, cool, for sure. You've done it a million times in the past.
Absolutely.
We got you. You know what I'm saying? So from that, let's say I got $1 million. Boom, the bank gave me $1 million to start this new business, right? I'm going to say, I'm going to give you $250,000, all right? So the deal we're going to make, you let me sell your product, and I'm going to give you $250,000. You can do whatever you want to do with this, right? But I got this loan over here that you going to have to pay for.
Back. Absolutely.
I believe your product is going to pay it back, but I'm letting you know you're going to have to pay it back. And this $250,000, it's a loan. This is just an advance saying that you're going to pay me this back, right? The $1 million, right? So you got to pay back the $1 million that I took from the bank.
Right.
And the $250,000 that I gave you.
Got you.
Right?
Absolutely.
So now you got to pay
a little overhead.
A little overhead.
25%. Yeah, right, absolutely.
You got to pay for that. Okay? You're going to do what you do, and I'm going to do what I do, right? The combination of that, it could recoup. It could.
Right.
But who knows? Who knows? We don't know the trends. We don't know anything. It's like the stock market, like the crypto market. We don't know what it's going to do. It's volatile. You see what I'm saying? So with that, ask me the question again. Would I sign to a label?
Right.
It would have to really benefit me. Don't give me an advance. Give me a business. Give me a company. Give me go invest in some franchises for me, so that I can have some passive income and some leverage in the future. Or you know what? I don't know who did it. Or maybe it was a baseball player, basketball player. Somebody took like their advance in like crypto. Offer me like a Bitcoin.
Stop playing, bro. That is crazy.
I don't want to event. Offer me like 3 Bitcoins. Give me like 3 Bitcoins right now. Look, labels, y'all listening. Right. Give me like 5. I changed.
Give me
6 Bitcoins right now.
$500,000.
We could work right now. Give me some Bitcoin. Give me some cryptocurrency. You know what I'm saying? Give me something that I feel that I'm into. You know what I'm saying? Offer me a Universal. Offer me a role in a Marvel movie.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me do this. Let me be
bro.
involved in the sound. Like something that benefits me, that I'ma feel like this is a dub for me. Like, it's not money. I got some money. I got a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a business. You see what I'm saying? So if you want to do a partnership with me, offer me something that's going to benefit me. Because you know you offering this deal because you know it's going to benefit you. So offer me something that's gonna benefit me. So
New Face even says social currency.
come on.
You know what I mean?
Come on.
You know, in the sense of like
Come on.
give me that leverage, you know, of
It gotta make sense.
everything that has to, bro, that's just real,
It
bro.
gotta make sense. So
It has to
would I
make
sign
sense.
if it makes sense? For sure. I could do this by myself. I've proven it.
And you are.
I am.
Absolutely.
I'm not trying to do it. I'm doing it by myself, releasing music. I can shoot a video. I can edit a video. I could direct the
Come on,
video.
bro.
I could write a song. I can make a beat. I can edit, engineer, mix, master. Like, what else? Market. Like, you know, you want to get on Facebook Ads Manager? I can show you some stuff.
Do you feel like
Masterclass.
that's a threat to these corporations, that someone who
Yes.
knows?
It's a threat, but not just corporate. It's a threat to anybody. I've rubbed shoulders with many industry like rappers, and you haven't seen me with too many industry rappers because it's a dog eat dog world.
Gotcha.
And so they're only going to support you as far as they can see you going, and they don't see you going farther than them. They don't. They don't see you like a dope rapper. Not going to see you as the greatest of all time
Which
because
is
they
why-
seeing themselves as the greatest of all time.
I just heard someone saying like, don't, you know, I forgot who it was. You're like, don't sign to another rapper, you know, because
Oh, no.
he's
Oh no.
it's really wow.
What are you going to get out of that? What are you genuinely going to get out of that? Nada. Maybe you might get some opportunities. It depends on what you're doing.
Everybody
what I'm
can't be, you know, Drake. You know
No.
what? You know, did he really sign to Wayne, or was it the Cash Money imprint? You know, we'll never know.
We won't know.
That's
we
real.
really won't know.
Real, bro.
But guess what? I'm not about to find out.
Real.
Everything ain't for you to know.
That's real.
If you know, you know. And when you know, you know. You see what I'm saying? And you got to take it like that, man.
Absolutely.
Knowledge is power, but all knowledge ain't for you. So don't go seeking too much knowledge. Like you saw, man, I know I go to the comic book references, but y'all got
it is one of the most,
man,
bro,
listen,
the comic books
y'all
are
know
like,
Doctor
go ahead.
Strange right now. The Doctor Strange we dealing with is evil now.
Wow.
Y'all don't understand. He got the third eye on it. He unlocked the third eye, and he's evil now. Y'all missing it because
Wow.
he went seeking too much information for the wrong reasons. For the wrong reasons, bro.
Wow.
Don't do it. I want to be woke. I want my third eye, but not like the Doctor Strange.
To where it corrupts.
Yeah, nah, I'm not corrupted, bro. I want to wear the cloak. I want to
Absolutely.
wear all. I want to have
Absolutely.
the time stone
It's real, bro.
with the little, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
I want to do all that.
Absolutely. It's real, bro.
But I don't want I'm not messing with the Dormammu dark forces. Nah, we're not doing it.
Bro.
I'm gonna do what I need to do. Like I'm a hero. Like the first thing I ever want to be, bro. First thing I ever want to be, superhero.
Superhero.
A superhero.
Come on,
like,
bro.
for real. Like I didn't understand that I could not be a superhero. You know what I'm saying? But I did. Like I wanted to be a superhero. I don't even know if I wanted to save people. Like I think I just wanted to be empowered. You know, I think I just wanted to be great.
Great.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I think of great, like a superhero, I think of like Superman. I'm a Marvel head, but when you think of a superhero, you think of Superman. And he could do whatever he wants, you know? And I think, and when I even break it down deeper, I guess I just want to be free. Like, you can't tell me what to do. God can tell me for sure, but you can't tell me what to do because I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do anyway.
Absolutely.
I'm only going to do what I'm supposed to do. So why even attempt to tell me?
Or misdirect me or anything.
Don't listen. When you accept somebody else outside influence, it could be God or it could be the devil. It could be one or the other.
Wow.
And you got to decipher the message. You got to decipher the message. You know what I'm saying? It's all energy and frequencies.
real,
We could
bro.
feel it. We could feel it.
We know when it's wrong. We know when it's right.
When you know, you know. When you know, you know.
Real.
I'm really gonna write a book. That's the title
Bro,
of my book.
like,
I'm
and-
plugging the book without even. I haven't written it yet, but I've been sitting on the idea for many years. That's what I do. I sit on ideas for many years.
We witnessed Kanye document everything with genius.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing this?
So, not with the cameras. Not with the cameras. I write a lot of stuff down. Man, you don't even. I have
I know you do.
the amount of
Arsenal.
notes.
Absolutely.
The amount of notes. Cause I don't remember nothing, bro. Like, I don't believe in flaws because that's like almost blasphemy. Like saying the way God made you, It's something wrong
It's
with
flawed.
that.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't say it like that, but for lack of a better term, my rapper flaw is I don't remember my raps. That's my rapper flaw. I could write it, man. Listen, it's so I love to make it so complex that I can't remember it.
Wow.
Like some of my favorite artists, you know what I'm saying? If I kept my list going, I'm gonna throw Mystical on there. I'm gonna throw Sugar Free on there. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't have time to know what the hell they was saying. I literally was listening to Ghetto Symphony yesterday.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
I did Mystical. Man, I'm gonna beat it. I don't know what he was saying. I'm not like he was doing noises.
That's how I feel with Bone Thugs Harmony.
Man,
But they was spitting.
Listen, they was spitting, bro. They was saying something.
No, they was spitting. They was spitting.
We might not have known, man, but
Wow.
it's just about tapping into to the
Absolutely,
frequency.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? So
When it's all said and done, UTK, what would you want for your legacy to be?
my legacy is going to be that I did it. I did what I was supposed to do. I came and I served my purpose, whatever that is. Maybe I'm still figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to feel that when I leave here, my legacy says he was here.
Real.
He was here.
He was here.
He was here. We've all lost many people, and man, people forget about people, bro. People really forget about, like, they'll forget about you for sure. Like, I'm living, and my phone will ring with one person for weeks. For weeks, it don't matter. Oh, it feels great to be dope. You got an album out. You got a da-da-da-da-da. People will not message me, will not call me. I've had the same number since middle school.
I've had the same number since 10th grade. So you're right, bro.
My number was my pager number.
Wow.
My cell phone number right now was my pager number.
Wow. Familiar with the movie Troy?
Yeah.
You know, the young kid comes to Brad Pitt. It's like, the Thessalonian.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I've seen the magnitude of this guy. I wouldn't want to fight him.
Mm-hmm.
He says, because of that, no one will remember your name. Bro, it's like, bro, like, you know what you're up against. You know what you have to bet.
You do.
It's like,
when you know, you know.
When you know,
and
you
got to
know.
make a decision. It's about choice and perspective. I'm trying to tell you, like, my book, when I break it down, because you're gonna hear like, oh, there was a right and wrong. No, the whole philosophy is there's no such thing as right and wrong. There's only choice and perspective, bro.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Do you have a title for it?
When you know, you know. That is the title. When you know, you know, bro. I'm being awesome. This interview right here, like I take signs and I go with signs. I'm gonna write my book.
Come on, bro. When you know, you know.
I promise you, I'm gonna. It'll be done sooner than you think.
When you know, you know.
I'm definite, and I have my method and everything. This actually won't be my first book that I wrote though.
Wow.
I have 18 books that I've written.
How many published?
They're all out right now.
They're all out.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
But I said that in a certain way.
Okay.
So 16 of the books are actually educational reading books.
Gotcha.
So they teach
man.
kids how to read.
Man, that's dope.
So it's called Hope's Universe. Me and my daughter, we collaborated.
I love it.
My daughter Hope. Shout out my daughter Hope. Shout out my
dope,
son
bro. I love it,
Alexander.
man.
You know what I'm saying? But
Hope and
shout out my
Alexander.
wife. You know what I'm saying? Hope and Alexander. Yeah.
The great.
Yeah, Alexander the Great. Xander. We call him Xander.
That's dope, brother.
He's on the album. Yeah.
Great. Alexander and Hope. Just for the, just had an interview with another artist. She was saying how she named her children greatness. Like in amazing words. Yours, Alexander and Great, like Hope. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How does that tie into?
Hope comes from rest in peace. My mother-in-law, my wife's mother, she passed away. Her name was Cheryl Hopes.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Cheryl Hopes. She was that big D. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. Definitely, bro.
But nah. She Hope was my daughter's name. We knew we were having a daughter named after Cheryl Hopes. You know what I'm saying? All love and respect to her. My son Alexander is actually named after my best friend who passed away.
Okay.
In 2009.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Marquise Alexander. And so we named our son Alexander Marquise. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So just to keep his legacy going.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I always said, when I have a son, I'm gonna name him after Marquise.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That was my dog. You know what I mean? And it changed my life when he left this earth. You know, it was at a time where I didn't understand. I wasn't tapped in. Like I was atheist. I ain't gonna lie. I was atheist, bro. I was God. I'm like, you took my bro from me.
Wouldn't do that. Yeah.
God wouldn't do that. That was a hard time in my life, bro. And it led to my spiral. And believe it or not, I had never read a book in its entirety. Because remember, I had struggles reading.
Yes.
I couldn't read in my head. I could only read out loud. And so it led me to not read books. I was with the Cliff Notes. Y'all remember? I don't know if y'all remember Cliff Notes.
Cliff Notes, bro.
I was figuring out everything. I was the second person to answer a question in class. See, I don't know how young. Don't listen to me if you too young. All right. Right. But I'll give you the game though if you listening though.
Right.
If you the second, I'm looking at the camera. I'm not even looking at you.
No, yeah.
If you the second person to answer a question, and you don't know what you talking about, and you didn't do the homework, just elaborate on what the person before you said. But you got to be quick though. Like you got to be like, let's say you rate like, okay, class, who wants to tell us about the reading last night? Ooh, right? You know how I go.
Absolutely.
But it ain't everybody.
Right. That's
everybody not gonna ooh, right? But you gotta raise your hand in a way that you know you're not gonna get picked the first time, right? But then as soon as they start talking, oh, I want to answer next.
Right.
Okay, who else would like to? And like he said, and then just elaborate on exactly what they said, and then you sound like you read it.
You read it.
I did that, bro. I didn't necessarily have a choice because I couldn't comprehend what I was reading because my memory, I didn't know I had a photographic memory. Wow. So I would read a page and forget what I read. I didn't retain any of the information. I didn't retain any of the information. You see what I'm saying? And so what I had to do was not read nothing, right? I after my best friend passed, I spiraled out of control, you know what I'm saying? Thoughts all over the place. I was dating this girl at the time, and I'm crashing. Yeah, I was one of them dudes crashing whoever I could crash. Dating this girl, she had 2 kids. I'm like mid-20s.
Gotcha.
Like, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, we supposed to be doing some like illegal stuff like that we not supposed to be doing. That's why we were staying together. Never did nothing like that because she was really just trying to get with me, but she was gassing like we was about to do this stuff to make some money.
Gotcha. Or
whatever. But you know, took a liking to her kids and stuff, so we chilling, you know what I'm saying? One day, you know, type of person I am, you know, she went to work, I'm at her house. And I'm like, man, I'm about to clean up. Because if I'm here, I'm going to at least do something. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to at least do something. So I'm cleaning up. I found this DVD.
Right.
It was called The Secret. Promise you, this is no lie at all. The DVD was called The Secret. I'm clowning. She get back from work. I'm clowning. I'm like, see, I cleaned up, but you got secrets, man? Victoria's Secret? Like, what is this right here? You know what I'm saying? She like, oh, no. That's some real philosophy right there. I'm like, philosophy? Like, you don't get out here with this school stuff. Like, what you talking about? I think you need to watch that. Shout out to you that told me to watch that.
Wow.
And I watched The Secret and it changed my life.
Is this the real name of it?
The Secret, bro.
Put me on, bro.
The Secret, bro.
Put me on.
The Secret is learning the powers of manifestation and just understanding affirmation and understanding positive energy. You know what I mean? And it had me look at life from a different perspective, bro. I want to say that the author is Rhonda Byrne or something like that. Rhonda Bird or something like that. You'll be able to look it up. Look up The Secret, bro. It'll pop up. It's probably on it might be on like a Netflix or like an Amazon or something like that. You could definitely stream it, right? So look, I watched The Secret. At the end of The Secret, I'm tapped in. I'm watching this crazy. At the end though, every single time, and it teach you take signs, understand the energy is coming at you. Every single time it gets to the end, you want to learn more about The Secret, go get the book.
That's what it's telling you.
That's what it's telling you at the end of the DVD every single time. Go get the book. You want to dig deeper, go get the book. But I couldn't. I didn't like reading. I didn't want to read it.
Visual, absolutely.
I didn't want to read it, bro. One day I'm like, man, go get the book. Barnes and Noble. Took me back to my old days at the library. I'm like, I take the signs. You know what I'm saying? This is familiar to me. Let me go get this book. I got the book and I read it, bro. I read it back to front. First book I ever read was The Secret. You know what I'm saying? Like back to front in its entirety. The Secret was the first book I ever read and it changed my life, bro.
Wow.
It changed my life. It had me look at it because I was a victim. I was a victim. And when I started understanding, like, you're manifesting, bro. The universe doesn't understand whether you can't or you can't, whether you do or you don't. You want something or you don't want something. The universe doesn't understand. It only understands what you get an emotion to.
Wow.
It only understands what you're really passionate about, right? When I started processing life like that, I was like, hey, yo, this is insane how stuff just started getting better. It just took off on a trajectory, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that when I think about, you got to be careful though, because it's about perspective. And so the way that I processed this perspective was, man, go with the positive energy. Every energy is all positive. Everything is all positive.
Right.
Negative, that ain't negative.
That's not real.
It's just like this.
Right.
It don't even exist.
Right. Wow.
Boy, that worked. It worked for a while, but it would be like this.
Yep. Gotcha.
Bam.
Wow.
And then I'd recover. I work my way back up. Bam, and it just kept slamming. And I'm like, dude, like, I don't understand this. And it was like, remember, I'm not religious, so it's tapping into spirituality, because it doesn't matter Christianity, the American religion, like, it doesn't matter. It's spirituality, so it's like worldwide. So I'm thinking like, man, other religions, other beliefs, da. So like, you ever heard like yin and yang?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yin, yang, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you yin, some
Whatever
people say yin, some
right,
people
right.
say
Whatever
yin,
you say, right.
yin, yang, you know what I'm saying? It's the balance. It's literally the balance, bro. The energies will balance itself out, bro.
Wow.
With the positive, there is an equal and opposite amount of negative every time. Every time you get a dub, there's an equal and opposite amount of negative, right? And you know why? Because in one dimension, it could be this dimension, where you got that win. There's another dimension where you did not. And it happened at the same time, only here on this plane, but for God, it all happened, right? You gotta really learn to process it. It's a balance. It's literally a balance. If you're too heavy, you're gonna sink.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? You gotta learn to flow with it.
Be
You
like
gotta
water.
accept
Right.
it.
Yeah.
You gotta
Wow.
accept it. That bad that comes, welcome that bad in. The bad's not the devil. You see what I'm saying? Welcome it in. Accept, embrace it. It's part of you. It came from your brain.
Not a loss.
That negative thing that came to you, you thought of it at some point in your life. Waking up and I woke up on the wrong end of the bed. I stubbed my toe. At some point in your life, you thought about waking up and stubbing your toe.
Wow.
At some point, and manifestation does work like that. You could have thought of something when you was 3 years old. When you was 5 years old. You manifested now, because time, that's not up to you.
Wow.
You gotta stop. People gotta stop worrying about when it's gonna happen. See, that's where we get messed up.
Absolutely. Anxiety.
The when is from God, bro. God is gonna tell you when. God gonna tell you how. He gonna tell you what to do, right? You just gotta do it. You just gotta do it, and you gotta believe in it. Close your eyes. Unwavering faith.
That's right.
You gotta have it.
Absolutely.
You have to have faith in what you're doing. You believe in it. Why don't you have faith? Why would you not have faith in something that you believe in? You see what I'm saying? This is what The Secret teaches.
Bro, I absolutely have to get this book.
You have to get The Secret, bro. You have to get The Secret. Everybody should read The Secret. It's so many books out there. The Secret will lead you to other books, because it's like, it's such an easy read, because there's a philosophy. Like, they'll give you philosophy. This is what we're talking about. Then they'll give you a quote from a historic person to back it up.
Gotcha.
And then they'll give you the story that was influenced by that quote.
Wow.
Or give you the story that quote influenced.
Gotcha.
Or vice versa, whatever. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
There's a story that
So
you
it just
can relate
goes down
to.
it goes down the rabbit
The
hole.
secret
of
is
why.
literally gonna spit so many instances that you're like, damn.
I knew that, but I didn't.
You're gonna be like, hey, yo, ain't no way. Or that happened to me all the time.
Wow.
One of the ones that I could think about in my brain is they say, you know when you're in a parking lot, right? And this is a great practice that a lot of people do when it comes to manifestation. You know, you start small, right? Because putting a sock on is being in control of what you're doing,
Absolutely.
right? So you start small, you go in a parking lot, and you envision a parking space. You got it. You have to do this every time you go in a parking lot. Real talk. Envision a parking space for you. Think of how great you're gonna feel when that premier parking space right where you need it to be, right where you knew it was gonna be, is. Like, I ain't saying it's gonna happen every time like that, but think about when you go into a parking lot, think about the times when it did or when it does, right? Know that it can, right?
Right.
It's belief.
Absolutely.
Right? Pull in the parking lot. Envision that space. It'll be there.
Wow.
It'll be there for sure.
Like you are what you think.
And it's not guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. It's only under God's. You see what I'm saying? But you give that emotion. You're supposed to feel the emotion that you feel when you already have something.
Wow.
That's realistically what the secret is about. Feeling the emotion of what you would feel when you already got $1 million. You know why people don't get $1 million? Because they don't believe that they can get $1 million.
That's a fact, bro. That is a fact.
You're gonna look at $1 million and like not break it down. Like me, I'm gonna break $1 million down.
Bro, I break it. Look, I know. Look, just the way my mind thinks.
Break it down.
$365 million, 2734 a day. That's how I be thinking. Like I know that.
So
I know what it takes to get. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
if you know
that's
the
real,
numbers,
bro.
then now you got to figure out how do I get to them numbers?
Absolutely, bro.
It could be as simple as that, but a lot of people won't break it down that far.
That's so true.
Because they don't see it as something that's real. And it's not something they're going to believe in, but they're going to believe in waking up every day and washing up and going to clock in. They'll believe in that.
Integrity.
But why not believe that it's a check in the mail?
You just said so.
You go. I bet you go
so.
to the mailbox, or you don't go to the mailbox because you like a bill in there. It's a bill,
I don't need no parts of that.
and you believe that. And every time you go to the mailbox, what you got?
All three of y'all.
Literally
Real,
get into control. Like if you can control one thing, it's your mind. You might can't control things outside of your mind, but control your mind. Why not change your thoughts? You ever think about that? Literally, you can see that, man. That door ugly. That door is beautiful.
Go ahead, bro. Like they say, I have to go to work. I get to go to work. I have to take my kids to school. I get to take my kids to school. Like, bro, change your wording. Like you said earlier, the wording.
Change get to I'm blessed to.
Come on. Wow.
I'm blessed to go to work.
Integrity.
I'm blessed to take my kids to school. I do that. I walk into my job every day. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
Real, bro.
Thank God 3 times. Past, present, future. That's what I do. Every single day, bro. I spit affirmations every day.
That's how before I even make it to the bathroom, thankful for another day. Like just thankful for being here another day.
People gotta learn the symbolic nature of this world that we live in. You feel me? Pray in the shower. I'm gonna give you that gym. Pray in the shower. All right. Why? The water touching you. The water gonna be the closest thing to God that you're gonna touch.
Right.
Water and air.
Come on.
Water and air. You know what I'm saying? That's why people climb to the mountaintop to feel to be closer to. You know what I'm saying? Like to feel it, but do it in the shower. The shower, the best one. Or like if you in a bath. You know what I'm saying? I like the shower because I feel like literally when the shower water is hitting me, like I think God is washing off what's not for me.
Real, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
I literally process it like God is washing off what's not for me.
Wow.
You feel me? And washing on what is for me.
Real.
Like I promise. Like this is no.
Come on, bro. You
no
saying
BS,
something,
bro. Like you have to create your own regimen. You say what worked for me is not gonna work for everybody.
That's real.
Somebody gonna read The Secret like, man, it's bull. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, hey, go read The Power. The Power is the second book to it. You feel me? It's plenty books. You feel me? I'm gonna promote that all day.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You want something that's a little more harder, 48 Laws of Power.
Classic.
Go get that. You know what I'm saying? You don't even gotta read the breakdown. Just read the title of each law. You know what I'm saying? So it's layers and levels.
It is.
Layers and levels to it. So I'm gonna play the game, and I'm gonna be on the level that I'm on. I don't gotta tell you what level I'm on. You feel me? You don't gotta tell me what level you on.
Real.
Just know that I'm leveling up. You know, and I'm not looking back. I'm not looking for you. Like I'm actually looking for like. This is how I see it. Did you ever play Mario Kart?
I did.
All right. So what I loved on Mario Kart was if you do time trials, right? And you finish the race, when you go back to do the same race again,
Right.
you see the ghost of what you did.
Gotcha. Oh wow.
And you can race against
your previous
one.
Wow.
I like to process it like that.
You are in no competition with no one but yourself, and this is
Just myself,
wow.
bro. Because at the end of the day, when I look in the mirror, bro, I gotta accept what I see right there. Like right there, every single time. I love what I see. I love how I feel. I love what God has blessed me with every time, all the time, bro. And it's not gonna change. It's not gonna change. So I might as well be the best version of me. I might as well be as close as that higher level self as I possibly can here. I don't know how, but it's not for me to know. I have faith that I'm going toward that.
Real.
I have faith. This is my last time. This is my last time here on earth. I'm not coming back again.
Come on.
I'm a star. I'm not a come back a butterfly. And I feel like a butterfly, you get smaller.
Yeah.
You want to get bigger.
Absolutely.
You want to get bigger. If you coming back, you want to get bigger. You want to be as big as possible. Man, I'm a star. I'm a galaxy. I'm a quasar. Like I'm universe already.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Real, bro. It's real.
Like
absolutely.
It's really real for me. Like it's what I believe, man. You can't shake my belief. You cannot shake my belief. I don't believe in fear. Fear is in the mind. Ask my kids that. You can ask my son, he's 3 years old. Where's fear? In the mind, daddy.
That's right.
You gonna say that. My wife be laughing sometimes. You telling these kids, they don't know what you're talking about. I didn't know what knowledge's power was until now.
Power. Go ahead, bro.
Now, bro. So they'll get it and they'll thank me. You know, whether I'm here or whether I'm in the next lifetime, you know, they'll thank me. They're gonna understand it later. It's not about right now. It's not about what happened to you. And it's actually not about where you're going. It's just about being. It's just about doing. Like whatever it's supposed to be, do that.
Your happiness or your legacy? Which one means most to you?
That's a great one. Happiness or legacy. If I had to choose, happiness.
Real. I didn't think you would say that.
Happiness.
Go ahead. Explain.
It's about the feeling. The legacy is after you felt it. And I'm only experiencing this moment now. So the legacy is the moment after I'm done.
Right.
You feel me? So I'm gonna have to go with the happiness. You know, the happiness is what's gonna create my legacy.
Real.
Legacy won't be there if I'm unhappy. I'm the worst when I'm unhappy. Like,
why are you saying so?
I can't focus.
Real.
When I'm unhappy, like I'm greasy. I get greasy. I get greasy.
Gotcha. Right. I understand what you're saying.
The oils come. The inside of me just be coming out. I get real oily.
Real. I got you.
I be using my brain a lot. Like I'm telling you, my wife knows what I'm talking about.
Gotcha. Absolutely.
You know shout out my wife. You know what I mean? She right there. You feel me?
9 years, man. How many more years y'all got left, man? 99, 199, 299. Where y'all at with it?
In God's timing.
Come on, bro. I love it.
In God's timing, it's an infinite amount, infinite universes. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't believe we die. I don't believe there is an over. I just believe that we keep just restarting the level. Like you die, you just start from where you left off. Like you wake up, you go to sleep. Like I really believe, I truly believe the way that it's set up, you just start over.
Continue.
But you don't know that you start over, but you're already done. I don't know if that makes sense. You're already done because of your higher level self, right? But your higher level self is the one that's actually playing the game. Like you're not, where's your controller? You're not playing a game. Like you're the character in the game. Your higher level self is
I
playing
just
the game.
realized what you said.
And God
Wow.
God is watching you play the game. God is watching your higher level self play the game.
Play the game.
God's not playing the game. Your high level self is like, hey God, I finished. Here's my time trial. You see what I'm saying? Like the higher level self is relaying the information to God. You feel me?
Wow. That is deep, bro. That's deep.
That's how I see it.
Wow.
That's really how I see it. Like you just play the game. Just play whatever the game is. Like it could be whatever. Like it could be whatever. Like I love open world games because you can do whatever you want to do.
Absolutely.
You can do whatever you want to do, and you should do that same thing in real life, in your waking life. Like I don't have dreams at night. Like people, oh, you forget, you don't remember, you didn't know. I just don't have dreams. I've had a couple. Like I've literally had a few dreams. I could tell you my last like real full-on dream. Like I've had like bits and pieces type of thing. My last full-on dream, I could tell you, I was a kid. I was probably like first grade, something like that. Promise you. I used to love this movie called Hook.
Like Hook, Captain Hook.
Captain
classic,
Hook.
classic.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, classic.
Peter Pan
That's
story.
when the cinema was great.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Robin Williams. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? Like that, man. I love R.I.P. Robin Williams. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? One of my favorites, one of the legends. So I used to watch this movie all the time. I had toys. I was a lost boy. You couldn't tell me
Come
no
on now.
different. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right.
So my dream was the Peter Pan story. You know, Peter Pan came to my room, you know what I'm saying, with Wendy and the Lost Boys, and they came to get your boy. They sprinkle your boy with the
dust.
dust,
Right,
told me
right.
think happy thoughts, all
Right.
that. I'm floating.
Come on.
And we just all just kind of enjoying ourselves, laughing, we happy, thinking happy thoughts, floating around my room. And then he's like, all right, it's time to go higher. And I'm like, all right, for sure. And as I'm realizing that it's time to go higher, and I'm like, all right, I gotta go higher, I go lower, right? And he's like, think happy thoughts, and I'm going lower. I kept going lower and lower and lower until I got to the ground, right? And then I realized that, wait, this is not real. Like I'm in a dream, like. So I went lucid, like, and as soon as it became a lucid dream and I was aware, I woke up. And I never had a dream again.
Wow.
Never had a dream, like a for real dream. Like I'm talking about, I go to sleep. It's like I call it my time machine. Talking about, and if I don't know that I went to sleep, I'm gonna wake up like, oh, okay.
Right.
I guess I did go to sleep.
Wow.
Like I'm trying to tell you, like it's been times where it's so fast that I be tired. I can get sleep for 5 hours, 6, 7, 8 hours, wake up tired. Damn, I feel like I ain't even go to sleep. 'Cause
Gotcha.
It's just so fast. I'm talking about a blink of an eye. Like,
Wow.
and it's
Right.
it's the next day. Look at my clock, like damn, it's the next day. That's how my nights are. That's really how my nights are. I really believe like I am the greatest version of myself because I don't need to dream.
Wow.
My mind knows if I dream, I'm gonna be a superhero. What do I need to wake up for? My mind knows what I will do in my brain. So my mind is like, no, fool, we not about to let you get that kind of control.
Wow.
Why would I need to wake up? I'ma just be whatever I want.
to be. Yeah, I'm not getting up out of here.
I'm
Wow.
not gonna go. I would. Why would I wake up? Because if I'm in a dream, what will be the difference? How do I know that dreams aren't just a gateway to another dimension?
Right.
What if I don't exist in any other dimension? What if this is the only dimension that I exist in? Maybe you seen that movie, The One, with Jet Li?
I haven't.
The One with Jet Li, one of my favorites. He goes from they find out how to travel dimensions.
Right.
And he's going to the different dimensions and eliminating the version of himself from that dimension.
Wow.
And as he does that, all the remaining versions get stronger and stronger and wiser
Gotcha.
and all that, right?
Wow.
So
The One.
So
Okay, well,
they're
I gotta watch
becoming,
this one.
it's
Gotta watch
almost
this.
like becoming their higher
Higher
level self.
Wow.
right?
Jet Li?
Jet Li.
This
yeah.
like circa probably 2010, 5?
It's probably the 2000s.
Gotcha,
for
yeah, I'm
sure.
about to say,
No,
wow,
Yeah.
wow.
I'm telling you, it's deep.
Okay.
So he's going through and then, the one that was doing it, and then the last one is like one that's just a regular guy. He's unknowing,
Right.
right? But because the one that's doing it is getting stronger, the remaining ones are getting stronger too. So it gets down to the last two.
Gotcha.
But they're both equally as strong. But one knows and one doesn't. Right? So then they got to face off. And I am the Jet Li that had to face off with the bad one. And I won. And so I just don't exist in any. It wasn't my fault that I don't exist, but that whoever that other iteration was, he killed off everybody in other dimensions and made us strong. And or maybe he brought us together.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? He brought us all together. I feel like I got the knowledge. I could tap into knowledge. I could do whatever. And don't put a chat GPT in my way and have me. I understand systems. I could prompt chat GPT to do anything. Like, you don't even get it.
Bro, I do get ChatGPT is amazing, bro.
It's
real.
like,
Absolutely.
I have my chat actually, and I don't know if you noticed, you can have it, you can change the lingo.
I didn't.
You could change the lingo. You could have it talk more urban. You could have it talk like you. My chat GPT talks like me.
Wow.
What's up, bro? That's dope.
Wow.
I guarantee you.
That's crazy, bro.
It literally talks like, and I could tell it to stop. Like, hey, you're doing too much with the
with the urban.
chill with that. Like, I already I be having conversations.
Smart,
like, I literally, because you know I had conversations with myself.
Right.
But this is I've
You
trained it for
trained it
months.
to
I've literally
be
trained
like
it for. And my wife tell me all the time. She say, they made this for you. If the robots is trying to take over, they made it to get in people like your hands. Because I trained my chat. See, and people don't understand. Prompting is training it to do something.
Absolutely.
And I've trained my chat to understand my wants, my goals. And it doesn't want to take over. It wants to help you with your goals. If my goal is to write a Dr. Seuss book, I can say, hey, my goal is to write a Dr. Seuss book. I want to come from this perspective and that perspective. I want to make sure I include this and have this kind of character and that kind of character, but I want to keep it like this and make sure it doesn't sound like this and blah, 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 blah. Like, if you know how to prompt it, bro.
Absolutely. Sky's the limit.
The sky is the limit. You know what I'm saying? The sky is the limit, bro. It ain't no, ChatGPT is no different than me having the teacher's edition book.
Real, bro. Real. On crack.
On. Think. Like, man. Like, for real, nah.
That's real, bro.
It's real, bro.
Wow.
It's really real. So I'm gonna get mine.
Absolutely.
For sure, man. You already know.
With $100 million in your bank account tomorrow morning, what changes about you?
What changes about me? Not much, really. Like,
Really?
100,000?
100 million.
100 million? Not much, because I live from a place of, I pretty much have everything that I want.
Respect.
And all the things that I need, I will achieve them. And all the things that I've written down, I'm in the process to achieve them. You know what I'm saying? So 100 million it would make it easier for certain things. You know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't change much. I wouldn't call on anybody. I wouldn't do.
Your character wouldn't even.
No, not at all. I would take my family on a trip.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Buy a house, a couple houses.
Right.
Like,
right.
start some businesses. Like, I would just do the regular stuff that was already on the list.
Wow.
But I would just do it in a different timeline.
In a different time. Yeah. Respect.
Yeah, no, like, all BS aside, like, I promise you, I don't do it for money. Money doesn't exist. And if you don't understand that money don't exist, then you need to level up.
Come on, bro.
Actual money only has value because we give it value.
We give it. We give everything. Gold, we give everything its value. Absolutely, bro.
If you don't understand,
come on.
Like, I pray for you. You know what I mean? Like, I learned that money don't exist when I got into trading, like crypto trading.
Absolutely, bro.
Oh, man, if you don't understand crypto trading.
Big on Doge, bro. I was big on Doge.
I was. So
I was one of the early.
I was too. I learned about Doge under 1 cent.
Gotcha. I was right at 4 cents.
So
yep,
look, I watched
early.
it. I watched it. So I learned about Doge under 1 cent. I watched it to 1 cent, right? And I said, all right, I believe that this is after my journey. And I could tell you about my journey from getting to that point. But after 1 cent, I said, all right, based on what I know, I believe this is going to go to 3 cents. Okay? And it did. I said, okay, you learned a lot. Gracias, pa. Do it again. I said, okay, based on what I know, This will go to 6 cent in this timeline, right? And it did. I was like, okay, I'm buying. We got stimulus checks right when it was at around
6.5, 7 cent, absolutely. And it went up to 13 quick. Then it went up to 19, bro. That's when you told your parents, everybody, go ahead, yo, everybody get.
I held all the way. It went up to, when it got to 60 cent, it started to dip.
Yep, at 60, 68. 68.5 is when it started to go back down. Absolutely.
It got to 55. I let it get to 55. I said, I'm out.
So.
And I cashed out.
Come on,
and
bro.
It's never been the same.
Come on, bro. Absolutely.
It's never been the same. Like, so I learned to analyze chart pattern. I learned to read chart pattern. And so I can predict trend. I can do everything because it's just a system.
When everybody's buying, sell. Everybody's selling.
Buy the rumor, sell the news.
Come on, bro. I love,
you know
absolutely.
Come on,
absolutely, bro.
I actually got into it because I wanted to learn Forex.
Gotcha.
Right. So I saw people I saw people and I knew people that were doing what was called taking signals. Right. And taking signals is basically you receive a text message. They say, buy this at this number and sell it at this number.
Gotcha.
That was your signal.
Gotcha.
You had to buy in, you watch it, you sell, and you make your money.
Right.
People was making money. This is before the crypto craze. I'm telling you.
That's right. Forex. That's right.
So I got in it, and I'm like, okay, let's make some money, right? And I'm like, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna ask questions because I don't want to understand the system.
Absolutely.
I'm like, wait, where do these numbers come from? Like, why is the person sending me this number? Like, how did they get that number? How did they know? What are they looking at?
Right.
What could I
Who's
do?
the mastermind? Right.
What could I do to know? Because maybe I don't trust your numbers. Maybe sometimes, because remember the signal sometimes was on, sometimes it was off.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, I don't trust it. I don't want to put my money in somebody else's guesstimation.
Absolutely.
Let me figure this out. So I started doing my own research. I started learning like, oh man, okay, understanding this and the pips and the this. And I'm like, I really don't understand this, you know? So then I start learning chart pattern. And I'm like, I really don't understand this. I'm like, I don't know. I spent 8 months. 8 months, bro. And I gave up.
Gotcha.
And for the first time in my life, bro, I felt dumb. I couldn't read at time. I couldn't do math, but I didn't feel dumb. I just thought my brain processed away. But this time, I felt dumb, bro.
Gotcha. It's tough, bro. I still don't understand it.
I gave it up, and then I went to sleep. And I woke up out my sleep. I said, nah, ain't no way. Went to look at the charts. It didn't look like Chinese no more. It looked like English.
Gotcha.
I was like, nah. But the thing about it, I wasn't looking at the Forex charts. I was looking at the crypto charts.
Gotcha.
But then I realized the correlation between the two. Charts is charts, patterns is patterns.
Right.
Like, oh, you looking at this pattern on this chart. Based on this pattern, you're creating a signal. You know when to buy based on this chart. So you're telling me when it gets here that I buy. When it gets here, I sell. That's how they're making the signals.
Bro.
Oh, and I'm like, wait, but Forex is one thing. I'm like, but crypto is another thing. And it was just connecting with me more, right? I'm in the Facebook groups and people are talking about Doge. And I have been in the Facebook groups, but I'm, just kind of checking in, but I don't really understand it.
Gotcha.
But I'm just checking in because I'm learning. I hear people talking about Doge, bro. I'm watching it, and then we get to the story. Watched it under a cent to a cent, 1 cent to 3 cent, 3 cent to 6 cent, and by that time, I'm like, I'm gonna do this.
Absolutely.
I got my stimulus check. I said, wifey, you gonna have to trust me on this one.
Absolutely.
Give me that stimmy.
Give me that stimmy.
Give me that stimmy.
Real, bro.
I heard it's another stimmy coming.
Boy. Really? Oh, bro.
I heard.
All right now.
That's word from the
All
birth.
right, okay, for sure. Standing by. Real,
We
bro.
going in. You know where that's going.
Yes, sir.
We gonna run it
Real,
up.
bro. Absolutely. It's real, bro.
But nah,
Real.
listen, bro.
Real, bro.
I'm trying to tell you. I bought. Let me see. The stimmy was what, $1,200.
Something like that, yeah.
So I had to do like, it was more than. I probably did like $3,500
Gotcha.
of Doge.
Right.
At 6 cents. And somebody out there can do the math.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
$3,500 of Doge at 6 cents, and
10x.
I sold.
Yeah.
And I sold at
Absolutely.
55 cents.
Come on now.
So you can do some math if you want to do some math,
Absolutely.
right? From there, though, I didn't stop. The way that I processed it was, you're investing, okay? You invest small to invest again.
That's
and then
right.
you go bigger, and then you go bigger and bigger
That's
and bigger. So the way I processed it was, if I was to, let me rewind a little bit. The way I even got into investing is because I read Investing for Dummies.
Gotcha.
Right, that's one of the other books that I read back to front in its entirety. It's a lot now, but at that point it wasn't a lot. I chose the ways of investing, and the stock markets was one of them. In forex,
Right.
crypto stocks, gold, precious metal, whatever.
Absolutely.
That was one of them, right? But that's a small that you can grow larger.
That's
because
right.
I want to get in real estate investing
Gotcha.
and commercial like stuff like that, right? But you had to start small. So try to turn make $1 out of 15 cents, right?
Absolutely.
You probably didn't process that
Right.
as a kid.
Right.
But when you think about it now,
Calm
they're
down.
talking about stocks.
Absolutely.
They're talking about investing.
Absolutely.
You can make $1 out of 15 cents. You literally can.
Absolutely
It
can.
is absolutely possible.
Time.
You see what I'm saying? So when I thought about it from that approach, all right, let me take 15 cents and make $1.
That's right.
And then let me replicate that process over and over so I can make multiple dollars and then go
Absolutely.
bigger.
That's right.
So my idea was, all right, let me take these small meme coins and then grow my bag and then get larger altcoins. You see what I'm saying?
Just
and
like
so
that.
I took that bread, right, and then I went into the Ethereum. I went into
Absolutely.
the Ethereum classics. I went
Absolutely.
into, you know what I'm saying,
That's
the
right.
smaller
That's right.
time,
Absolutely.
and I would grow. And then this is how I made most of my bread. Because I had a lot of bread to already do my thing
Figure it
with,
out.
right?
Volatile. Absolutely.
Ethereum was in a channel.
It was.
Right? It was in a
between
channel
that
from
800 to 32, depending on where.
depending
it
on
was
where.
going. Volatile.
So the sweet spot was 28 to 35.
Gotcha.
I'm buying in 28, riding to 35, cashing out. Drop down to 28, buying in 28,
Yep.
35, cashing out. I'm buying like 6 at a time, 7 at a time,
Smart.
10 at a time, in out. And I was just
Pop.
doing it.
As a rise, because you know it's going to dip right
And
back.
then when I had so much money, I was like, damn, like, how much people make in a day? People be on part-time job making $50 a day, making $100 a day,
Right.
making $150 a day.
Right.
I'm about to make $300 a day and just do it easy. So I was waking up early in the morning, in the trade hours,
Absolutely.
get my 300, chilling all day. 300, chilling all
Few-
day. Because
few
I already
clicks.
had the bag.
A few clicks.
I already had the bag, so it wasn't like, and I'm not doing it to like, oh, I want to blah, 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 blah.
You're not being greedy.
Not
Just
being
do
greedy.
it.
You
Just
cannot
do-
be
You
greedy.
can't be greedy.
Can't be greedy. No, can't be greedy.
Just
bro.
in and out. Just
In and out, just getting in and out. And then I was like, are y'all really letting me do this? Are y'all really letting me do this? Money don't exist. If you really say, if I know that I can make money at any time, and crypto 24 hours,
absolutely.
I can literally make money at any time. I don't have to do nothing. I had a very supportive wife at the time, and I was like, yo,
Let me
just do this. Good. I was a stay-at-home father.
Let me figure it out.
Stay at home dad. And I was like, I'm not about to just be a nothing. But I didn't tell nobody. I was just doing my
what
thing.
you think. Absolutely, bro.
Yeah. Easy.
Slow, quiet money.
Quiet.
Real.
You gotta say nothing to nobody. It's not about bragging and boasting. It's literally not. Like when people hear feels great to be dope, and you might think that's about bragging and boasting. I see how you can take it like that.
Right.
It's about perspective.
Absolutely.
My perspective on it is not that. It's about being the best version of yourself, feeling that feeling. The greatest feeling you could possibly feel that. Feels great to be dope. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
Yeah.
And this is 3. You are.
This is number 3. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Come on.
This is number 3. Each one represents like, so the first, feels great to be dope, represents the past. Feels great to be dope 2, you know what I'm saying, represents the present, and feels great to be dope 3 is the future and going forward. The first one was everything that had led up to that album, right? Number 2 was everything I had been going through at that time. You know what I'm saying? I made number 2 to get me out of depression.
Gotcha.
We lost Nipsey.
Understand, bro.
We lost Nipsey, bro. Like it was very hard to process that. I took it very personal. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nip, the
Absolutely.
fam. You know what I'm saying? I took it very personal because I had retired from rapping. Like literally I had retired. I had my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I'm gonna just be a dad.
Gotcha.
I'm just be a dad, like straight up. I had crypto money. Like I'm like, what do I need to rap for? Like, you know, my fan base ain't growing like that. So like, I got the love for it, but I'm losing the love. I'm losing the love because I'm not on tour. And every time somebody hits, hey man, when you gonna be on? Like, not knowing that I already probably been on it. You
Absolutely.
know, if I've been on it once, that don't mean I'm gonna be on it all the time.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? But it's just like, I reached that point, and you know, my wife saw me, you know, spiraling, you know, going into this mode. She like, bro, you're not about to be moping around this house, bro. You're not about to be
Come
like
on.
that. You gotta get up, bro. If you want to rap, bro,
Go ahead.
go rap.
Do it.
Don't forget about judgment. Forget about what other people think. Do it because you love it. I know you want to do it, right? But all of that faking you doing with yourself, you need to stop. You over here doing consultations for other artists and helping other people and da-da-da-da-da, telling them to do stuff that you won't even do for yourself. The only promise you gonna make is you gonna do all that stuff that you've been telling, do all the stuff you know to do. I say, you know what? Thank you. I received that.
Absolutely.
I said the first thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to a music convention. Oh yeah, which one's coming up? A3C in Atlanta. Oh damn, that's dope. You ever been to Atlanta? Nope. I've never been to Atlanta before at all, but I'm gonna go. I bought a plane ticket, but I ain't had no A3C ticket. But I bought the plane ticket because I'm like, if I don't buy the ticket,
right,
I ain't gonna go. So I bought the ticket, and I'm like, you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be competitive. I'm gonna be competitive with my rapping. I don't like doing that, but I'm gonna be competitive, right? I'm the best. I'm about to enter some contests.
Come on.
Competition.
absolutely.
Right? I go to the internet, competitions with rap. I found the Rap Chat app. I don't know if you heard of Rap Chat. Shout out Rap Chat. You know what I'm saying?
It's an app.
It's an app.
Gotcha.
It's literally an app. Rap Chat. It's like a social media for rappers. It's beats on there. You could post your raps. They have little contests.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And you know,
Gotcha.
it's dope.
Okay, dope.
So I'm on the Rap Chat app. Lo and behold, the way the universe works, they got a contest. The winner of this session gets a ticket to A3C.
Come on. Just like that.
It's no coincidences, bro.
At all.
It was for me.
Opportunity.
I don't enter contests. I entered this one, and I won. I won the contest. So not only was I going to Atlanta on the trip, the ticket that I bought, I'm going to A3C too, right? I go to A3C. I'm like, it don't stop. Where the contest at? I need all the contests.
Everything.
Every contest. I see a contest, the Craft Syndicate music competition, Dutch Masters.
Wow.
Right? I ain't gonna front. Shout out Dutch Masters, shout out Craft Syndicate, shout out Zaytoven, rest in peace Nip. Shout out Rick Ross, shout out Organized Noise.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
I didn't even know what the contest entailed. I didn't know Nipsey was a part of it. I didn't know
Wow.
Zaytoven. I didn't know Rick Ross, Organized Noise. I didn't know none of that. I saw contests, rapping, music, whatever.
real. Me. There.
Stuff.
Real. It's real.
I'm doing it.
Real.
I entered the contest out of, I want to say, was it 40,000 entries worldwide, something like that? Nipsey and Zaytoven chose me.
Come on, bro. What?
Nipsey and Zaytoven chose me. They saw that I submitted the build-up.
Once again,
Yeah.
if you're watching, please pull up a new tab, pause this right now, and please go watch the build-up.
Yeah.
It is classic. This man is going
Thank you.
crazy.
Yeah, no, I submitted the build-up.
Wow.
You know, I submitted the build-up as like my main one, and there was like a couple other ones. Another one that I submitted was How to Be Great.
Gotcha.
You know, because all my songs were like positive. They're like
Absolutely.
motivational, you know what I'm saying? But I submitted How to Be Great. You know, and that song was actually a video that one of the first videos I directed.
Gotcha. Okay.
It was like my family in the video.
Was this the one with the faces? All your
Nah,
that's
this is the one.
Okay.
This is the one with the it was like a VR. It was like a
okay,
VR
gotcha.
thing that
Okay, I don't think I've seen that one. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
nah, that was pretty dope.
That's
So
dope.
so I did that one. They chose me. You know what I'm saying? And I was actually going through the toughest situation in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I actually got locked up before.
Okay.
I was locked up for like four nights. 4 nights in it was in Culver City jail, and then I got locked up in the county for like a second. It was like for one night or something like that. It was just an experience. The whole time I'm like, what am I doing here, bro? Like I'm really in the blues.
Yeah, like how did I
Like,
get here?
I'm really like, bro, what am I doing here, right? Worst experience I ever had. I got out, I turned my phone on, and I ain't saying because my phone was off that I got messages and emails. Nah, I checked timestamps. I can pull it up right now. I turned my phone on and no coincidence, as soon as I turn my phone on, I get an email. Craft Syndicate, congratulations. You've won mentorship with Zaytoven, Nipsey Hussle, and $15,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
I turned my phone off. I turned my phone. I'm on the way to go see a lawyer. I'm like, ain't no way, but ain't no coincidences. You know what I'm saying? That was at the moment in my life. Mind you, I had decided to give up. Mind you, I went to jail when I got home from A3C.
Gotcha.
Like, I'm talking about, I got on the flight from A3C, got home, and then went to jail. Like, when I arrived from the airport, like, got home, went to jail. Like, it was like that. Like, it's no coincidences. Got out, literally won the contest. Literally, I can show you the timestamps. Won the contest, couldn't believe it. Prayed. I was like, this is divine. I was like, it has to be something within this. It has to be God. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool. We full-fledged in it. I'm all the way in this. You know what? This is my calling.
Come on.
Nipsey is doing victory lap right now. He at the height of his career.
Wow.
I'm talking about, this is 2018 in December when this is happening. This is 2018 October when I won.
Gotcha.
2018 October when I won. I won a mentorship with Zaytoven and Nipsey Hussle. We were to get link up in the studio multiple times.
Come on.
Work on the track. You know what I'm saying? We did a track. Nipsey was supposed to feature on the track. He didn't feature, but we definitely did the track.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It was a dope track. It's called Hierarchy. It's out right now.
Come
you know
on.
what I mean?
It's produced by Zaytoven.
Produced by Zaytoven.
Dope,
yeah.
bro.
Definitely produced by Zaytoven.
Come
You know what I mean? We did that song. The idea was for the contest had two winners that were selected, and we didn't even know. Like, the winners didn't know that they were gonna do that. Like, we didn't know we were against each other. I barely even knew that I was linking with Nip and Zay. Like, it was a super surprise. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I had history with Nip.
Absolutely.
But me being Universe the King, he don't know I got a ghost
beard
now.
Gotcha.
He don't know 16 bars.
Right,
like, he don't know like none of that. And it was dope because when we finally linked up in the studio to do these records, you know what I'm saying? Nip come in, we had Patchwork.
Infamous.
Yep.
Classic.
Nip come in, you know, him and J-Rock, they come in, he sit down, you know, we dap up,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? He know him from Leimert Park, he know him from LA, you know. LA, we got this vibe. So
absolutely.
he looking at me, you know what I'm saying, the whole time, you know, we talking, he chopping game, we listening to beats, but you know, every now and again he look over and then he kind of give me like the familiar look, you know what I'm saying? And I let him do it a few times.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying,
just
like,
making sure. Yeah.
Let me see if he know.
Absolutely.
Eventually, I'm like, bro, you don't even know who I am, huh? And he looked, and I said, I'll do you one better. Marathon Show 2011. He went like that. He was like, yo, and then he realized that I was 16 bars.
Wow, bro.
I could have
Wow.
been just like he was the first dude to ever like apologize or whatever. I could have been the first person he ever apologized to. How do I know? You know, and in that moment, I saw the light bulb.
Absolutely.
I saw it. You know what I'm saying? He embraced me like a brother. And then too, when an LA dude is outside of LA, and then we run into like
To
a genuine like LA dude, but
absolutely.
then we had actual history for real. It was love.
Wow, bro.
After that,
That's
I'm
dope.
talking
That's
about
dope.
love and support. Like we was chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ask me, I thought I'm like, yo, I'm about to get signed all money
Real,
in. Like
come
I'm
on,
like,
bro,
yo, we
right.
about to do
I
it
need
big.
my all money in chain too.
I need
Real,
my
bro.
chain. I'm like,
Real,
we about
bro.
to do it
Come on,
big.
bro.
We finished
Wow.
finished the song. We to December now. This is December 2018. They set up a big show at the Opera.
Classic.
They literally sold the Opera out, I don't know, 2,000, 3,000 people. Check the capacity. It was full.
Opera is one of those.
It was full.
Absolutely.
Top, bottom, all of it was full. And they all was there to see me perform this song.
Wow.
Literally see me perform this song, right? It was two of us, but they was
Come
there
on now.
to see
Absolutely.
me,
Come on,
you know,
real.
because Nip and Zay was on the team. Shout out Rick Ross of Organized Noise.
Right.
Right. But I feel like the crowd wanted to see what Nip and
produced,
Zaytoven
what they-
would have come up with. All respect, right?
Wow.
They never heard me before. None of the crowd. I'm not from Atlanta. This is only my second time in Atlanta ever.
Wow.
I'm in front of a sold out crowd, right? And that music come on and the folks rock with it. They loved it. They gave us a plaque at the end. Everybody
Wow.
clapping. I got a plaque right now.
Come on,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
what's up.
it was a beautiful experience. Me and Nip was locked in. We tight. I'm like, man, like this is happening. Like this really gonna happen. We like, yo, we gonna keep in contact. You know,
Right,
Nip's
right.
working on this
Absolutely,
project. He on his
absolutely.
press run. This is part. The contest is part of his press run.
That's what I'm about to say. That's
The
absolutely,
contest is
bro.
part of his whole big thing. He's established in the industry, and he's shown like, yo, I'm established. This is all part of it, bro.
Wow.
A few months later, bro, we lost Nip.
Yeah.
I'm the last artist that Nip worked with.
Wow, bro.
A few months later, we lost Nip. You know what I'm saying? And it affected me because, and this is why I said I took it personal. I had quit. I had gave up. But then I said, all right, on my last leg, I'm going to give it everything I got. God, ride with me on this journey, God, like you always do. Guide me on this journey. Give me the strength.
That's right.
Give me the knowledge. Give me the understanding. Give me everything I need on this journey because this is the last time. I thought the last time. Time is the whole
Go ahead,
thing,
bro. Go
man.
ahead.
Because when I say time, you're dealing with something that you don't understand.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Cool. I'm like, thank you, God. You doing this for me. Thank you, God. You put me with Nip. Thank you, God. You put me with Zay. Thank you, God. You got my name out there. Thank you, God. My career is going. Thank you, God. And then he took Nip away.
Yeah.
At the point where it was like, why? Like, and then I'm questioning God again. And I almost fell back to when I lost my
Understand,
bro.
Yes, bro.
When I lost my bro. You want to hear something? Nipsey was killed on Slauson and Crenshaw. Take a wild guess. I want you to take the absolute wildest guess where my bro was killed.
Oh,
My brother Marquise Alexander, rest in peace. Take the wildest guess where my bro was killed. Wildest guess.
wow.
Take a guess. I want you to guess.
I'm saying on Slauson and Crenshaw.
Slauson and Crenshaw.
Wow, bro.
Slauson and Crenshaw. So it was like I relived it again. But it had a different meaning.
Absolutely.
Had a different meaning. I would have been there. If Nipsey would have called me, hey bro, I'm at the marathon right now. I would have went there. If Nipsey would have called me, hey bro, I'm at the marathon right now. I would have went there. I would have been standing right next to him. I could have pretended, like I'm telling, like in this moment in time, we had just worked together on something that was big.
Right, bro.
The biggest thing that had ever happened to me, the most money I had seen from music. They gave me $15,000. I'm flying, taking flights back and forth,
bro.
LA. I'm in the big studio, LA,
Come
big
on,
studio.
bro.
Man. Like,
come on, bro.
It was like, just do it up, run it up, do whatever you need to do. And I did it. And it was like the biggest moment. And it was just, if Nip would have called me, I'm at the shop, come through, I would have been there. Like I would have been there. You see what I'm saying? And I processed that. Like it could have been anybody. You
Absolutely,
know what I mean?
bro.
And it was just, in that moment, it was such a pain that I went into a depression because I couldn't process it. I could not process why God would do that. And that's why I personalized it, because why God would do that to me. It was beyond why God would take Nipsey,
Absolutely,
why God
bro.
would.
Absolutely.
It was, why did you put me through that? Because I could have quit and not did the contest, not had any inclination that I was going to go further. I could have just been straight and I wouldn't have had to feel that. But I had to feel that. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a lot of things in me that I needed to get out.
Absolutely,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? I went into complete depression. I was literally depressed for 8 months.
Wow.
8 months.
Didn't record much or?
Didn't record anything.
Wow.
I didn't record nothing. I didn't do anything but listen to Nipsey Hussle all day, every single day, because I wanted to feel that I was still connected to him.
Absolutely.
I wanted to feel like there was a message in his music, or there was some type of something there that I needed to hear, that I needed to take with me to keep going, because I couldn't go. I had nothing in me. I was like, no, I don't want to do this. I was hurting so bad. I was crying all day, and I couldn't understand. Like, Nipsey was not like my best friend. Like, we never had a drink together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but I know,
but it was just
this common, this South. This is us. This is where we grew up. I was full circle.
I wasn't tapped in with my homies at the time, my closest friends at the time, and Nip got killed by one of his old associates. And so it was like I felt like it was me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like it could have been me. You know what I mean? Like, how do I know that somebody from my past ain't gonna come back and get me? Like, you work hard to transcend where we came from, only for somebody from your past to come and take it all away. And I was like, I'm no better than that. That
is
probably
me.
That is me. So why I'm not doing this. I'm not.
Bro, I do understand that.
I didn't want to do it at all. I said I don't want to do none of this. I'm not doing none of it. Like, I don't care. And I just didn't do nothing. Stayed up, listening to Nipsey for 8 months straight. And I was just like, whatever. And then I had a jolt of inspiration. I said, I'm about to start recording. And I started recording. And recording. Feels Great to Be Dope 2 is a double album.
Come on.
Yeah, it's 33 tracks. It was literally my All Eyes on Me.
Come on,
It was a double project that had multiple different feels and different sections and vibes and whatever. And believe it or not, it was my least successful project.
Gotcha. Why is that?
It was my least successful project because there was no marketing, promotion, or anything behind it.
Do you feel like that was part of your therapy and release?
It was my absolute therapy and release. It was absolutely therapy and release. I just had to get out everything that I felt inside me. It was some of my favorite music, but it was just like, I needed to do that for me and what I was going through. Yeah, like,
that was for you.
For me.
That was to let me know
I'm alive. It's not even still got it, because you never lose it. It's just that I'm here. I'm here. I'm not there. I'm not what happened. I'm not nothing. Like, this is where I'm at right now. And I said a lot. I said a lot of different things on that project, and a lot of it went over heads. You know, like, I got songs at the end of that project that close people that I know, I can play it right now, they never heard it, because they didn't get that far. It's like when Chris Brown put out that 50 song album.
Absolutely, bro.
Did you get to 50 songs? I mean, I did, because I'm that type of music connoisseur.
Gotcha.
But the average listener not getting that far. Most people ain't never heard All Eyes on Me back and forward. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me what, you know what I'm saying,
Absolutely.
number 9 is.
Right,
like, you
right.
really just cannot. You feel me? And so I went beyond that, and I didn't care about that. Like I just wanted to get the music out. You see what I'm saying?
Was your Nas Lost tapes.
That definitely was.
Put them out there and
put it out. It's out there. It's in the ethers. It's in the universe. You know what I'm saying? It's all affirmations to myself.
Absolutely.
Every single thing I said. Go back and listen to my project. I am talking to me. I'm talking to myself. It's my thoughts in my head. I don't remember boy.
Right.
You couldn't put no amount of money in my pocket for me to remember the lyrics.
Wow.
Oh man. It's a couple that I might know a little bit. I don't know none of it. Like I was in a trance. I did the whole project in 33 days.
Wow.
33 tracks, 33 days, mixed mastered. Some of them I tinker with beats and different stuff like that, but everything, I did the whole thing. 33 days, got out of my depression. The culmination was this tattoo right here.
Real, bro. Real.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I need to feel something. I need to feel this. You know what I'm saying? I got my mind right, and it put me back on the path. You know what I'm saying? I know I love creating music. I know
Absolutely.
I love, you know what I'm saying, rapping or whatever, but I had to find the love and find why I was doing it again. You know what I'm saying? And Feels Great to Be Dope 2 really put me there and had me find the why behind it. The why come from God.
Absolutely, bro.
So you can only find the why. You can't ask for the why. You have to go discover it. You know what I'm saying? You got to
put in
discover
the work
the why.
to find it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you would re-release? Because, you know, like...
Would I re-release?
Right.
Or am I re-released?
Are you going to re-release?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not I don't like promoting stuff. I know how to promote. I don't like promotion. I don't like asking you to do stuff. I don't like asking people to do stuff. I like people to just do stuff because they love
Free
it.
will. Like you...
That's why I'm gonna do it. Like you could have bro, you wouldn't know how many of your podcasts that I watch. It's not for you to know, you know? You didn't have to ask me to do it, but I'm gonna do it on my own free will. It's homies right now, they probably never listen to my music because they don't think that I've listened to theirs.
Wow.
But I have. I've listened. Plenty of producers sent me beats. You think that I didn't listen to it? I probably did. I probably read every message. I used to read every message. I'm off that.
Gotcha. You like
I'm off that. No.
the good headspace. It's real.
Yeah, no, I gotta.
Real, bro.
I'm very intentional. I'm very cognizant of the things that I indulge in. So
Absolutely.
yeah, no.
What do you have? What is? We already spoke about third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, but what is next in your journey?
Next on my journey, honestly, grander stages. And it doesn't matter what the creative outlet is, there will be grander stages that I look to find larger platforms to speak at the highest mountaintop.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wrote a movie script and I can do an independent film, but I don't want to do an independent film. I want to do a film on the scale of anybody else doing a film.
Go ahead.
Just
Bro,
like when I do an album, I want to do an album on the scale of anybody else. So my album, when I put out different singles, I want to see 1 million of this. I want to see hundreds of thousands of this. I want to see the response of that. The same as if I'm doing anything else. You know, I'm doing a cartoon series with my daughter.
Come on, bro.
You know, me and my daughter collabed on the book. The book was getting the intellectual property of the cartoon.
That's right.
And so now we're gonna do Hope's Universe.
Come
you know
on,
what I'm
man.
saying?
I love it.
I got multiple musicals that I've written that I like, hip hop musicals.
Absolutely.
You know, people don't want to touch that space no more.
They're afraid to.
They're afraid to, but I'm not, because I have different formula. I break down the system.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of different ideas, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's TV, film, whether it's, you know, music, entertainment, like whatever. I have so many different ideas.
Real, bro.
A lot of ideas that aren't even for me. I write them down. My phone is valuable, you know what I'm saying? But I got passcodes and stuff. So if somebody try to get my phone, like,
right,
you're gonna have to go through the motions, you know,
right.
and I'm gonna erase it all before you even get a chance
Real,
to do that.
bro,
You know what I'm
real.
saying? So, but nah, man, I'm going to do God's work in the best way that I know how.
Respect.
God gonna send me the sign. God
Absolutely.
gonna tell me what to do and how to do it. So that's what I'm gonna do. You know, that's what's next for me. The next quarter, the next year, the next. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type of dude. Like, I'm gonna think like that. I have
Absolutely.
foresight.
Come
I have
on.
great foresight. Great foresight. You know what I'm saying? And I take pride in that. So
Real. That's also a skill too.
yeah.
That's real, bro. Like, just to know.
Yeah, man. We warriors. We warriors, but a warrior got to train. You could be a warrior that's just get on the front and take them arrows for the ones in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, I've been there. I've been that front line, taking all the arrows in the back. You know what I'm saying? But now that I know that I withstand, I'm smart enough to know not to take the arrow. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just because I could withstand the arrow, bro,
right.
don't mean that I'm gonna take the arrow. Bro.
Real,
Like,
bro.
I'm just saying, bro. Don't shoot the arrow in my back. You
Respect.
know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
that's really where I'm at, man. I'm all about greatness, man. I'm all about the blessings. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to, you know, have more people tap in with myself. You know, not even just my music. You know what I mean? My music is free, bro. Like if you go on YouTube, you can hear my music. Like, it's free.
It's free.
It's really free. My whole philosophy, I always wanted to give my music away free. You know, I was early with the, here's something else, and I'm gonna give you my music for free. That's the proud to pay movement. You know what I'm saying? That's literally the embodiment of what Nip was doing. Like, pay for this if you want to, because you rock with it. And that's really where the space that I really want to go to. Definitely pay for the Van Gogh. You know what I'm saying? But I have Van Gogh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got the Van Gogh.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm creating my own, and it's worthy of whatever value that is placed on it. You know what I'm saying? And if your value aligns with my value, then we can make an agreement.
Absolutely.
You feel me? We can vibe together. You know, if I do a show, you understand where I'm coming from. So you're not just listening like, man, I'm trying to hear the best song I ever heard. Like, nah, you listening because I'm about to vibe. I'm about to rock out. I'm about to have fun. I'm about to hear some lyrics. I'm about to hear some dope beats. I'm about to enjoy this. Like, that's what it's for. I look forward to more instances like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to partner with folks that are doing stuff.
Absolutely.
Like, oh man, come perform in my, like, no, why I gotta perform? Like, we could just chill.
Right.
We could just really just chill.
Right,
I bring some folks and we, you know what I'm saying? We just do it up. Like, it's not always about capitalizing on something. It's about vibing with something.
That's right.
You know what
So
I'm saying?
true.
Like, it's
So
about
true.
coming together and just being great. Because like I said, there's no such thing as perfection, but perfection comes when multiple things come together and make a beautiful picture.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you could splatter some paint on a blank canvas and it comes out into a beautiful work of art. It's absolutely true.
It's real.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to, you know, more collaboration. You know, more collaboration with just dope folks that really just
bro.
looking forward to catch a vibe and just looking forward to be the best version of themselves. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Before we get out of here, collaboration. You and New Face. How did y'all meet?
Man, so I actually met my boy New Face. Shout out New Face.
Come on,
you know
man.
what I'm
Shout out to
saying?
him, man. Yes, sir.
New Face is really my guy.
Come
all right?
on, bro.
So look,
He speaks highly of you,
I can
bro.
tell you how we met, and how we met is the same way that we linked up.
Wow, go ahead.
So we actually met at Opera.
Come on. Okay, for sure.
We met
for
at
sure.
Opera because,
Dope.
of course, New Face was there.
Absolutely was there. Already know. It didn't happen unless New
It
Face
did
was
not
there.
happen if New Face was not there, bro.
That's a fact.
And that's an actual
That's a fact.
hip hop.
Come on, bro.
It's
Come
a
on.
fact. It's a fact. Look, we met at the event, and we just connected.
Just like,
we
bro,
knew each other's
energy, bro.
energy. You know what I'm
Absolutely,
saying?
bro.
And we both was kind of like, oh, we gonna tap in. We
Absolutely.
gonna tap in. And I promise you, I see New Face everywhere.
Come on, bro.
I see New Face everywhere. I've seen him multiple times at basketball games, football games, baseball games, hockey games. Like, I'm like, bro,
It's
you
gotta
just
be a
got
close.
season ticket. Like, you just got one ticket. You just showed, like, he got a badge that just get in everything. Like, I don't even know
Real,
how
bro.
he do that. I'm like, bro, hey, listen. And then we seen each other recently, and we was like, hey, man, listen, bro. We ain't seeing each other for no reason.
Bro, go ahead. Go ahead.
We got this great vibe. We got this great purpose. So why not make something that is perfect?
Wow.
Why not come together and make the greatness? You see what I'm saying? I'm doing what I'm doing. He doing what he doing.
Absolutely.
So why not collab on something great? You know what I'm saying? I love seeing what New Face is doing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I love the reaction that New Face gives folks. I love it because it's like unexpected.
Come on,
You know,
bro.
it's like New Face is a magician. Like, New Face is the David Blaine.
Bro,
David Blaine of hip hop history.
Absolutely.
Because he comes,
You never know
keep
what you're
pulling
gonna...
out. I'll be like, hey, yo, how did you get that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
when did you get that?
when did you get that?
Who did you like? But it's all kind of adjectives, right?
That's definitely
real,
my bro. That's definitely my bro.
Absolutely.
1,000%. Many people know New Face, and it's only for great reason.
Come, bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely real.
It's only for great reason, and I definitely want to see New Face continue to rise on different platforms.
Absolutely.
And whatever my man's goals are, he gonna achieve them, bro.
Bro, that's a fact.
Maybe he already achieved them. I don't know.
He's in the now, though.
That's what I'm saying.
He's in the now.
It's the victory lap state. It's the victory lap state where you get to do what you want to do. You're not a victim no more. You see what I'm saying? New Face is not a victim. We're not victims because we're doing what we want to do.
It's free.
Not just what we gotta do.
Yep. He's free.
That's that survival. Man, you back to the survival you asked me about.
Come on, bro.
Come on, bro. It's not about
Absolutely.
survival, bro. We living. Bro.
That man's living.
Yeah.
You're living.
Nah,
Absolutely,
yes,
bro.
Sir. You living, man.
I'm living, bro. You already know
Come
it,
on, bro.
Absolutely living, bro.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yes, sir, bro.
Yeah, man.
UTK, man.
Yes, sir.
Bro, it's been a pleasure, brother.
Thank you.
You
for
know
having
we got,
me,
bro.
man.
This is, bro. I'm ready. The nuggets you dropped in this interview, just out the gate, bro. You a different man.
Hey,
you
man,
are
it's
a
blessing.
different man. And also, I want to say this on camera: start a podcast. Please, bro. You have.
I've heard that many times.
Start
man.
a podcast.
I've heard it many times.
Just
bro.
like you say, it's not about. It's you're an artist.
Mm-hmm.
You are a curator, and every facet of the word, like bro, like the voice carries. Like some you may get through rap.
Yeah,
Some you may
yeah.
get through talking to him one-on-one.
Man, nah.
Some you may get through.
I receive,
bro. Like
I
bro.
receive, man. I definitely receive, man. I've considered it many times.
Yeah.
I'm just this type of person. I know the with all due respect to everyone who does podcasts, I understand the effort. I don't know the actual effort it takes, but I understand. And I'm just like, with everything that I have rolling, man,
Gotcha.
I could put it on my list.
Right.
It's definitely on my list. I can show you lists.
Right, for sure.
It's on the list, but it's just not on the totem pole. Like I'm just like, let me knock a couple of these other things out before I invest, because it's time. Man, time
is all we have, bro. Absolutely. Time.
You gotta choose wisely how you invest your time. You know what I'm
true.
saying? And I'm not saying the blessings because the blessing could be you telling me this right now. I go do a podcast tomorrow, and then that was the way that. But who knows?
Who
You
knows?
know? God gonna tell me. God gonna tell me what to do.
That's right, bro.
God might wake me up tomorrow in the middle of the night. Hey, start a podcast right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I don't got the equipment. It's not like I don't have the resources and the outlets. And it's so many websites and all type of things.
And you already have the background, the engineering.
I could do it
Absolutely
in my
bro.
sleep.
Absolutely,
The sleep
bro.
podcast.
Absolutely,
Like,
bro.
see what I'm doing while I'm asleep. Like, you know what
8-hour
I'm saying?
podcast.
Yeah, like.
No, for real, that's real, bro.
Hey, I bet that's somebody's idea. I'm
Somebody
pretty sure that's
right.
somebody's idea.
Absolutely. Get off.
I'm pretty confident somebody got a podcast where they
Right.
just document their sleep.
Now you talking, getting paid in your sleep.
Man, that's the
That's the
definition of it
definition.
right there, bro. I promise. Hey, I might do that.
That's
Now,
right. Now do it. Do it, bro.
Sleepcast.
No, for real, bro.
Dreamcast. I'm a gamer. Dreamcast for real,
Dreamcast
bro.
for real.
See how
That's
the
your
ideas be coming
ties
back?
into the
See?
gaming, bro. That
Man.
is you all day, bro.
I'm trying to tell
That'd
you.
be hard,
The
bro.
Dreamcast.
The
That's cold.
That's hard. Bro. That's hard.
That's cold.
Bro.
I'm dead.
Bro. No,
I'm
for
alive.
real.
I'm not even dead. I'm alive,
Alive,
bro.
Real, bro.
I'm alive.
Real.
That's funny.
UTK. Brother, it's been a pleasure, bro.
Man, blessings to you, my
Man, I
brother.
appreciate you coming here spreading this knowledge, this wisdom.
Yeah, anytime,
bro, this is
man, for sure.
you already know, this is what you're doing, the music, what
Yes,
you're
sir.
doing, everything you're doing, bro. That's all part of the reason.
Mm-hmm.
We both know that. Part of the reason.
Mm-hmm.
Keep walking in that reason, bro.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Blessings.
telling you, man. Yeah, bro. Like
Nah,
you
yeah,
are
I receive, man. I
absolutely, bro. Anytime you want to come on the stage and bless us, bro,
For sure.
please
Nah,
come
for
back,
sure.
bro.
Yeah,
Like this is
yeah.
Bro, this is part of your home too, bro. For real.
Man, I
For real,
appreciate
bro.
it, man. For
Absolutely,
real.
bro.
Hey, I'm here. I'm
Respect,
comfy.
respect,
I'm comfy, you know what I'm saying?
You know,
I
yes,
came with the
sir.
great pants, the master, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. That's real,
You know what
brother.
I mean? Nah, but
Real.
it's definitely more, more I got in store, man. I'm actually about to start my acting journey for
Come
sure.
on, bro.
Like, I'm gonna start. I always wanted to be an actor. That was like the first thing I wanted to do, like in like an entertainment type, before rap, before all that. You know what I'm saying? And I told myself when I turn 40, I'm gonna start that, but I'm gonna start immediate.
Come on,
I'm
bro.
gonna start immediately.
You in the
know
city
what I'm
for
saying?
it, bro.
Yeah, nah.
You in the city for it.
I got some things on my sleeve.
Come on,
brother.
bro.
I'm telling you, I'm a
Absolutely.
magician.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
absolutely, bro.
We're
That's
gonna
right.
pull something out the
Come
sleeve.
on, bro. You know it.
You know what I'm saying?
You know it for sure. UTK, man.
Yes,
Bro,
sir.
as tradition on the integrity response, you can reach to that bowl, grab one fortune cookie,
Man, I got you.
open it, read it to your supporters, and just like that, we out of here.
I saw this one, you
Yep.
feel me? But this one, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to go with your first mind.
Got
so
you.
I go with
Okay,
that one.
for sure, for sure.
That one,
That
it's
was
kind
looking
of
at you.
hanging out.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? This one hidden.
Gotcha.
You feel me?
Right, for sure.
All right,
for
we're
sure.
gonna see what we got
That's what's
cracking
up.
up in here,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
I read it, then I munch. You know what I mean? You gotta eat the fortune
Gotta
cookie
eat
though.
the fortune
you know
cookie.
what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Or we gotta say, if you're faced with too many details to contend with you. Oh, I'm sorry. If you're faced with too many details to contend with, you could get too overwhelmed.
Real, bro. Psh, UTK, the lightest man walking, bro. Like I asked you about your stress. I asked you about, bro, you just walk light, and it's like you're not overwhelmed, bro. You understand this journey.
No,
That's
I
real,
definitely
bro.
do. I will not get overwhelmed with things. I mean, because you're gonna lose time thinking about the not right, wrong things. You're gonna lose time thinking about nonsensical things.
Wow.
Things that don't make sense. You're wasting your time. So you might as well utilize your time and be focused, man. Be laser focused on what does make sense, for sure. And as long as you do that, God gonna handle the rest, bro.
Respect.
That's real.
Respect, brother. Respect. Universe the King, UTK 2025. Y'all stand by. Please pull up all this man's music, everything he's already done, everything he's doing, everything he's about to do. UTK, Universe
sir.
the King 2025, the integrity response. We signing out. Salute.
Peace. Bless.